Hello everybody, and
Hello.
welcome to our overly bright Twitch chat. Now you have your toes in our somewhat tepid waters, so I guess we better introduce ourselves. We're the Bloodthirsty Puppets. I'm Blood Puppet, and I will love and leave you like your prom date.
That's not very nice.
I'm clearly not a vice person.
No. Right. I am thirsty and I like to drink. It's good. Tonight I shall be playing the glorious Captain Mac, who may in fact not be the captain anymore.
Position undefined.
Yeah, position undefined. Still has the rank of captain written on his shirt.
Squaddy Mac.
Does it say Colonel anywhere on my shirt? Moving on. That's you.
Okay. I thought you were still talking. Right. I'm Tech Puppet, and I will be playing Ennis tonight.
He says to his paper in front of him.
Yes.
Was that it?
That was it.
Okay. I'm Corone, and I'll be playing Tepid, and he's very happy at the moment because he's got to use his stapler.
Yeah, that was a good move. That was a good move.
I'm Gilligan, and I will be playing Lola.
You know who I am, you know who I'm playing.
No, we don't.
I'm Dev. My name's just above my head.
Yep. It's playing Quinn.
So they do know who I'm playing.
Yes, everyone knows who everyone's playing, they just don't know who you are. But of course your character names are far more important than your actual name. So.
Exactly.
Right, tonight is Friday Night Spice, so we will be playing Spaced in our spy setting, so whoop whoop whoop.
Nice.
We are doing Bringing Home the Bacon, which is the crew of the Danny Boy, or possibly the crew of the Table and Chair now. Nobody's really decided, but we should change accordingly. Today's recap has been volunteered when he came in earlier, so yes, Mr. Shuri over there is going to do a recap for us.
Okay. Here we go. Last week on Spaced.
Previously on Bringing Home the Bacon.
Lola got arrested for accessing James's bank account.
Oh
yeah. Which we ended up fixing the records to show that she was actually James's legal representative and therefore had access to all of his lovely money, which was rather nice. Whilst waiting for the egg, we went shopping. We purchased some new flash drives and a new ship. It's like opposite ends of the spectrum, but that's how we went. And we went to Maeve's, and Matt got beatings.
Yeah.
Because
he got socked in the face with a glass.
Yeah.
Because Maeve's not too happy with what he's done to Helena,
Mercury.
etc. So yeah. And then we went to sell the telescope and to Moonboy. Now we're thinking that it might be DJ Moon. That's definitely the interpretation, except for Ennis, who decided to shout out that
you the Raven?
it
Oh,
was
you're
the Raven.
But to be fair, there were accoutrements in here which would make you think possibly it was the Raven.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was the jumpers with the bands on it, and there were a gun cabinet in the corner.
Yep.
So yeah.
At which point, Moonboy, with a confused look and a little bit of a stare, how do you know about the Raven? And that's where we ended it.
It was. Actually, there was a follow-up question.
How do you know about the
Exactly.
Raven?
So yeah, I think that's where we're going to start off. So I'm gonna hit in the light suspense music. I've now broken up, so we're going to have light suspense and suspense.
We're going. Oh, I think this requires upgrade to heavy suspense
Yeah,
now.
We're going full metal suspense right here.
We can now upgrade to brown trousers time.
Yeah, it's not quite brown for this time.
Change from yellow alert to red alert.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We'll have to change the button.
Oh god, we're so sad. How do you know about the Raven?
We asked you first. Well, second.
But there's more of us.
Yes, there's a lot more of us.
Why'd you... I'm not the Raven, don't be ridiculous, man. I'm not the Raven.
That's exactly what the Raven would say.
Well, yeah, I mean, how do I know you're not the Raven, man?
Huh.
I mean, look at you.
I could well be. So you'd better answer my questions.
If you're the man, this is ridiculous, man. If you're like the Raven, why are you asking me if I'm the Raven?
Cucumber, am I getting any vibes off of him?
This logical battle we're taking.
What kind of vibes are you looking for?
Well, I had no sexual vibes from the Raven, so sexual vibes.
You want to know if he's checking you out?
Yeah.
At the moment, he's
has checked you out.
confused.
Yeah.
Or can he?
Is he checking me out?
Take a perception check, and you take a perception check if you want to check that out. If anyone wants to check out his sexual orientation, take a perception check.
Am I checking him out?
I don't know. It's up to you. You have described him as apparently a mixture between the two of you two on that side of the table, so it's up to you.
9.
It depends what plus I give that roll.
5 was my perception to see if he's checking me out.
You can't tell anything. He just looks confused, like, "Well, man, what the hell are we talking about? This is ridiculous."
No.
You're not picking up any real. You aren't picking up any real vibes off him. He's not
Alright.
checking. He just seems confused. Like, what the fuck are you asking for? Actually, yeah, he kind of seems a bit confused and definitely kind of holding something back. But you kind of can't read anything more now. Then,
Okay.
what'd you get?
I only got a 4. Like, he's all right.
You rolled to see if you were attracted to him.
Yeah.
Why? Just decide you're attracted to
Did
him.
you roll?
You
Well,
don't
no,
have to roll.
I don't really
I
care
had
if
to
you
decide
check me
whether I'd be
out.
attracted to a melange of these two wonderful human beings as Mac.
And in the
I
end,
don't
he
think he's
decided
attracted to me.
yeah.
I'm chucking this out there. He's not actually a mix of you two. Just throwing it out there. Just because of the moment I say this was slightly balding, you assume it's you. It's not.
Also, when you described him, you pointed and looked at the two of us and went.
I looked that way because he wears the outfit that he wears.
Yeah, because you
Why
were
does it
literally
look like that?
describing my casual wear, like Hawaiian shirt, Bermuda shorts.
Yeah, but you wear socks with your sandals.
Yeah, you did then point out that he doesn't wear socks in the
I
sandals.
can't be dealing with that. Anyway, so right, you two've not picked up so much from him. He's not attracted. He's just confused, and he's definitely holding something back. He's definitely worried about something, but
Okay.
mainly on the confused line. You're just not picking up anything other than I'll tell you what, leave your separate preferences to yourself. I don't really care. If you
Alright.
want to hit on him, then fine.
Look, I'll come straight with it. I'm not the Raven.
Shit.
But
Oh shit, man!
so you're right. I'm not going to kill you.
Sounds
For
like
that.
something the Raven might say.
But you know, if you know anything about the Raven, it would be of great interest to us.
Oh no, man! I don't get mixed in all that kind of shit. That's silly.
Can I
Go
shoot a
on.
kneecap out?
You know you want to.
Are you?
You can, if you want to.
You didn't say this out loud.
Is he saying
Do it.
that? Did he just turn around to you and go, yeah, you can take one of my kneecaps out if you want to?
No, I'm just. Were you asking that in character?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I assume he's trying to
Oh
intimidate.
no! You don't need to do kneecap, man. I mean, come on, this is crazy. I'm just buying a telescope.
Do you want me to roll intimidate? Or?
If you want,
Yeah.
what'd you get?
I'm just
Wow.
waving as tepid. Are
Oh,
you perhaps, to finish off my question, which I started,
Possibly a week ago.
feels like a week ago now. Are you that amazing DJ Moon?
Oh yeah, man. That's my persona, man. I mean, you checked out all my gear.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I've got a pretty sweet setup here. Got some tunes on the bang. It's
He's
looking forward to it. Taking a bit of a break. I've got one of the 20-minute beatbox tracks on, so.
He pulls out a pen and paper. Would you be so kind as
Oh hell yeah, man! It's been ages since I've done one of these, and he takes it off and he just like leans against the wall, and just like signs. So who am I doing it to?
too tepid?
Right, to Tepid. Thanks for the telescope, man. DJ Moon. He just hands it over.
It's amazing.
So a telescope.
Oh, we left it at home.
No, it's on the ship. It is on the ship.
Trying to
Why
get
don't you
it.
grab the shit? Grab it. We'll have a chat with him.
Cucumber. I thought we took it actually.
I don't know.
to the ship.
I know
I
he
thought
had
we
it. He
bought
was
it.
looking it out.
Yes,
He was getting
yeah.
money for it.
We brought it with us.
Okay.
So we're just we're it in front of him.
Sweet, man. And he bundles off. He goes to where his bed is, and like where the kind of like the locked cabinet and the cabinet's next to it, and he just opens up the one that's clearly not locked and pulls out like a small wedge of basically like a briefcase full of cowbrick, and he's like, oh man, that's like a whole 260.
Can
Thanks,
I,
man.
as he goes into his room, can I follow him in?
It's one room, like everything is in a single room.
Is that near where those black robes are that I said look like the Raven stuff?
One, it's not a black robe. Two, it's a long green like jumpery type thing, dark green with black bands on it, and there is a hood.
It's just a hoodie.
It's a hoodie. It's basically it's slightly bigger hood than you'd expect.
Okay.
But
I
it's
thought
not like
this-
a black hood. It's
I
not-
thought when you described it, it like matched what we knew of the Raven. We were like, it's the Raven. But fine.
if you've forgotten what the Ravens attire look like, then that's your own problem.
don't think I ever saw what the Ravens were.
No.
Well, neither
It's just
I'd
a
only
black
had it
hood.
described to me.
Lola, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lola recognises this stuff.
Do I recognise it as the raven?
It's like identical to what you saw.
Okay.
You know, it's a long green sleeve shirt with black bands on it and a hood.
So it's very similar. Okay.
Or is.
What is?
So yeah,
Okay.
he goes out and grabs a briefcase and he sort of like, you know, kicks some, like, his attire, like you see like his Hawaiian shirt get like kicked out of the way and just flies on the bed. And he comes back and he gives you his briefcase.
Very appreciated.
Yeah, man. I mean, this. Oh man, I saw this come up. I thought I'm gonna have it. It's some of the coolest stuff I've seen in quite a while. I mean, don't always see a lot of relics from home, so. Well, nice to meet you all.
Now check it out first.
sure.
Make sure it's all the
Yeah,
monetary
man. I mean,
values,
I'm not gonna stiff you, but if you want to
two.
check, I'm not gonna be offended.
Cucumber, can I check out his eyes?
Sure.
See if they look similar to the ravens. So I did that.
What's
Was, that
seen
was,
of the ravens, the eyes.
yeah.
Yep. Sure.
Try and see if we've got the same colour eyes.
Well, if they look
How are you going
familiar
to
to
hold
me.
still that time?
If they look familiar to me.
Yeah, we're in a pretty small room. I'm pretty sure we're close enough to look into his eyes without being too weird about it.
Yeah.
Give him a sniff. See if he smells the same.
Oh my god.
I was
Seven.
going to see if she was going to
Seven,
employ
yeah.
any manner of sexy.
You can't exactly remember like 100% what his eyes are, and he doesn't seem to be like focusing on you or anything particularly like that. He just
Okay.
seems to be like flitting and looking around, and you see he's like he wants to get back to what he's doing, but he's being polite and hanging out with you.
Perception to check make sure all the money's there.
You count it, it's all there.
It's
260 cabaret.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Otherwise, an intellect check, I guess.
Do you fancy coming down and having a drink with us? Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to hang out with the legend that is.
Oh man, I mean, the thing is, if we go down there, you can't tell anyone who I am. I mean,
No, we
I
do
just
tell
want
you.
to get bombarded. I don't know. If you want to have a drink, yeah, I mean, that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, we know a pub just down on the retire there. Come down with us.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what, I'll follow you all down.
You could wear that cloak over there, then it'd be a bit of a disguise.
No man, that's not mine. I don't touch his shit, you know.
Who's shit?
Who shit? Yeah.
Oh, my other halves. Just don't touch his shit.
Oh, you got a lodger. It's cool.
Yeah.
Other half.
Stupid boy.
Bloody idiot.
Can I ask who your other half is?
You cannot. I can let's keep my private life private.
Okay. Okay.
He's a celebrity.
To be fair, you can't like to keep your public life private and all.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't really like, you know, this certain persona you got to put on when you're on the radio, the hyperactive thing. It's just, you know, just the front. But yeah, I kind of just like to be out of the way, get my news coming in.
Cool. Follow us down, man. We'll show you the place where it is happening.
All right, well, I've got it, and then as he's saying that, you just hear a bunch of beeping coming from the console. Is it? Oh man, I'll tell you what. I'll catch you down there. I just need to take this message, and he just sits down and just puts the headset on, and just ignores you. You can faintly hear something coming through.
I'm
You
going
want to take a perception check?
to try and listen.
We're all going to gather around him.
Tepper's not interested. He's got his money. He's off.
Sure.
I was just saying, are there any small items that I could pocket and be like, this is DJ Moon's?
What are you looking for?
Just like something small and innocuous. Like, might be on a shelf.
His pen.
Fuck mine.
You know, like his fork, his spoon, his hairbrush. I don't care.
He doesn't have a hairbrush. He's got no hair.
Ah, he might. His other half might have hair. I wouldn't.
Oh,
I've been paying attention to that bit.
You find like an old-fashioned like razor kit, like a proper like
A cutthroat.
yeah. You find a razor.
Can I see if that? I assume there's no like label on it saying, label on the jacket saying the Raven.
Oh, sorry. You're going to go check out the jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not going to touch it, but just sort of
if you
gonna
like
look at it.
meander over to like where this top and all the trousers are neatly folded. I mean, the items that are neatly folded and stacked on the chair and like stacked in very well are very different to what DJ Moon is wearing. He's wearing like, you know, the Hawaiian shirt and the cargo shorts, and you can see evidence that he's a messy person, whereas all these things are very particularly stacked. But yeah, the closer you get to them, the more familiar that they become. I mean, the things that really stand out to you, that this hood, like at the front, is way bigger than you would expect the hood to be. As in, it's definitely designed to protect more of your face and cover a lot more shadow. And you recognise the 4 bands that were on the arm that you saw before, and the multiple times you've seen them actually. And you recognise like the dark cargo trousers that have been there.
I assume there's no label on it saying like the name.
No, I think if the Raven were going to go like assassinate someone, having a "Hi, I'm the Raven" asking how is going to probably give him away. But they look shockingly familiar.
School trousers with a little label on. Look.
Yeah.
Don't fancy relaying this to people, do you?
I'll relay it when we're back on our own ship.
Ready?
Yeah.
But we've got the guy here. If we go back to our ship, he'll just fly off.
He's coming with us to the
That's what
bar.
he says. Doesn't mean
You
he
two
is.
have to. You either have to stop this conversation or have it.
We're not.
Can't have this conversation. I don't know who the Raven is. I've never seen him before.
I don't believe it's him.
Okay, just has an identical coat and identical clothes.
He said it's his partner.
Yeah, that's to say it's not the Raven.
Just because DJ Moo might not be the Raven, but then he might be the Raven and his partner is actually DJ Moo. Who knows?
He could be like
Nobody's
he could have
speaking.
multiple personalities.
All right, so what were you? You were stealing shit. He's got his headset on. He's not going to notice you. Don't
We
need
were
to roll.
listening.
I'm trying to listen.
You're
to the
listening. You were
thing.
checking out the gear. What were you doing?
I'm gone. I'm not
Oh,
there.
you fucked off. All right, okay. You do the perception checks. What did you get?
11.
11 and 10. With the 10, you only just hear this, and the 11, it's only very slightly better. You hear. Actually, you've never met him, so you wouldn't recognise that. You hear a message. You hear a young man's voice come across, and he passes on the message that he will need additional support, and that he needs additional support now. He needs to have a change of weapons. So you essentially get the idea, kind of like very vaguely, that what the mission he was originally on, the parameters have changed, and now he needs a different set of gear, and that he needs that support now. And then you just DJ Moo just very cleanly says, "All right, love, I'll pop over soon. Just give us a bit. I'll see you later," and clicks off. Well, sorry chaps, and he takes his headset off. He's like, gotta go, gotta head off.
Who was that?
Out of my path. Just picks his headset off and puts it down.
Hello, well, lovely to meet you.
What was that about weapons?
Nice to meet you, alright. Leaves back, shakes your hand.
There's no like whose dick's bigger crushing going on or anything.
No, he's
Thank
just
God.
he's like too chill as fuck. He's like,
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I didn't figure there would be, but you never know.
Sorry.
He lives alone. He might be a bit.
Someone was asking a question?
What was that about weapons?
You're listening, man. I mean, that's not cool. I mean, what's said between two people, other stalking stuff, that's not cool, man.
Come on,
So who's your boyfriend?
Take care.
Dude, not cool.
Cucumber, I was just going to say, just
Are
follow
you
him.
attempting? What air are you trying to put to this? I'm trying to think of the kind of role to make you do this.
Interested.
More of a commanding role. It's more of a.
Then that's got to
forceful-
be a straight manipulate charisma check then.
Okay.
Interested. Seductive yet domineering.
4.
Nah, man. I told you I'm keeping this stuff quiet. I don't want to.
Cool.
It's bad enough you guys know what I look like. It's people hunting me down and whatnot. So
Cucumber.
I pull my
Do
gun out.
we have any do we have anything that we could use like a tracker on our ship if we put it on here that we could use to track him down?
have you built anything recently? Would it be on this ship?
I think we did have
That's a
trackers
no,
before.
and a no.
The answer
but-
is no. You haven't got them on this ship.
Yeah, they're on a
Because
different
you
ship,
literally
weren't
just dumped into this ship and went.
they?
Plus, I'm pretty sure we haven't built any trackers
You have not
at any
built.
point.
No, I was probably built something. lying
Helena
around.
has, but you have not. And Helena used the last of them in her last mission.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. The ones Helena had.
They're gone. Gone, I'm
Okay.
afraid.
And when the ship first turned up, did we have any trouble tracking it?
No, not really.
We just follow him.
Are you saying that out loud?
No, just
Said it
thinking,
to me,
just
so-
just thinking it's myself. Really.
Right, you've just got a gun out.
Yeah.
Are you doing that?
Yeah,
Alright, okay.
What's happening? It's already happened.
Right, man, what are you doing? And you see that he's
Already stated not cool. Now it's like, come on, man.
just like you see him like push back
Indisposed,
against
like,
the
You're
desk.
just going to get in between us.
Yeah, I'm not getting really like start turning you around. bodily. Like,
I'm gonna
come on,
grab
we're
your arm,
leaving.
like, come on, Gwynny, let's go.
Why are you telling us anything? For God's sake.
What?
Yeah, he's damaged, don't mind him.
Yeah, well, sorry, maybe we can arrange to drink another time?
It's like, I don't like the hiding things I'm pointing at with my gun, like, just like... it's got a safety on.
I mean, come on. Everyone's got to have their secrets. I mean, makes life interesting. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, we'll catch those drinks another time.
Yeah, catch you on the flip side, man. I guess you'll hear me soon if you're fans.
I'm going to go back and try and... actually, I'm on the pilot now, so I'm going to go and jump in the pilot seat.
You're still suffering. You still have suffering, just to let you know.
Yeah, I've still got one
You still
point
have had a
suffering.
recent gunshot wound.
Once the door closes,
Mm-hmm.
door closed.
Door closes and he takes off. He heads back towards the mezzanine.
Follow him.
Okay, I will follow.
Why?
His partner is DJ.
He's DJ Moon.
He's DJ Moon. His partner is the Raven.
When did you tell us in there?
Because he was right there. Duh.
So, there's 5 of us.
So
Okay, we'll follow him.
if we follow him, he'll lead us right to the Raven.
What do you want to do to him that wouldn't just make the Raven angrier and kill us?
You want to keep Raven out.
You what?
Not having any trouble with that. Raven comes to us.
All I need to do is go somewhere alone, and he comes.
Yeah, but it would be nice to actually be able to talk to him as a group. Rather than just hoping that he finds her and doesn't kill her when he's finished.
That's why I'm asking us to follow DJ Moon.
I will do, however I need some comms and navigations to assist me.
Well, Tepid
Jump on the navigations.
Tepid
I'll jump
Try and
on
keep track of
comms.
them.
Tepid was already sitting in the comms chair.
Alright, Tepid's in the comms then.
That's where he went to.
Ah, legendary.
Alright, so we have Pilot. You guys literally just follow him
I love that.
out of the
Comms.
system, I assume.
Yeah.
Just literally following him.
Cool.
He's going to disappear on the
I'm
system.
gonna.
No supplies,
I'm
it's
not
amazing.
actually gonna be I'm not gonna be doing it too obviously. So I'm gonna try and stay back a bit so it doesn't just look like we're blatantly following him. So what I'll probably do is set the same course but travel at a obviously slower pace.
Does that work
So-
in open space?
Well, to be fair, if you both
If you're
happen
on
to
the
be
same
going,
road-
he's going to the Mez ring, which is pretty much everyone going out of system is going to the Mez ring. So it's not exactly surprising that we're
alright,
going to the
okay,
Mez ring.
so bearing that in mind that you're trying to pull something slightly sneaky, your DC's going to be harder. So who's assisting? Who's doing what?
Well, I'm on
I was
that.
on comms. and
Right,
I
go
crit-
for comms then. You've got a crit.
Crit.
Okay.
Nice.
Is he heading directly towards the Mez ring?
Yeah, he seems to be wasting nodes. Well, I can't say that until we hear from navigation.
10.
He appears to be making his way directly towards the thing. You have a little trouble catching hold of him when he gets out of a certain range. When he gets beyond a certain range, he just seems like his beacon seems to flicker and it seems very intermittent. So when you're picking him up,
I'm gonna just head towards the Mez ring at a normal pace. So hopefully keeping up
Okay.
with him basically.
And what do you get on crit on comms? On comms, he seems to have. You pick up on DJ Moon's outgoing thing pretty easily with your crit, and you indeed find that he has in fact radioed ahead to the Mez ring and asking for a priority boarding.
Priority boarding.
Do you want to call us for priority boarding as well? Then?
Yes. I'm doing that. Hello. May we have priority to travel through old Mr. Mezzarine, please?
Can we have the name of your ship, please?
Table and chair.
Table and chair. Priority boarding is 35 at this time. There is someone who's attempting to go out just ahead of you.
Okay, that's fine.
Get us ahead of him.
Sorry?
Give her more. Give her extra 10 cal. Get us ahead of him.
Is there any way we could go ahead of this unit for an extra payment?
That would be most unusual. Take a charisma check for me.
Nick there, wouldn't it?
7.
Or barter.
Yeah.
It'd be the same.
I'm afraid this person's already paid in advance, so
Give her an extra 20 cal.
An extra 20? Would that be suitable?
take a barge.
No, it's even worse.
I'm afraid that there's no amount of
14.
money that will.
60,
There was
100.
600.
Why do we need to
I'm
get
seeing
ahead
your
of them
party
anyway?
party, thank you. And then it shuts down communication.
Okay. What was it? What was it in the end?
I think it was like 25.
25.
I can't remember. It's 25, 35.
25 will do because it was lower. Does that come out of ship
Yeah,
funds?
it's ship funds.
Right,
I like the idea that you screw the barter so badly that she's just confused and says the wrong number at the end.
yeah. Sorry, that was my bad. I just couldn't remember what it was supposed to do.
That's cool.
So yeah, you guys go up to the Mesring, and you with your let you ride your crit on your comms. You know he doesn't have anything else outgoing at all, and he seems to be slowly shutting down the rest of his systems, like all the things that announce where he is. And you notice that just as he goes through the Mesring, he's turned off all the location. On screen and on your comms, he just seems to boop and disappear just before you actually physically see him going through. So he's off of sensors as he's going through.
That's why I went to the other side, so we can catch him as he goes past Fulham, because by the time we get to the other side, he's going to sold us somewhere.
Yeah,
Try and find him again.
Guys, he's gone. I've got nothing on comms.
You should have let me shoot him.
I don't see how that would have helped, really.
Your
See how losing him
slot for the Mesring is open if you're going to go
Yeah,
through.
let's go. We'll try and be as quick behind him as we can. How long does it take to get through the Mesring?
Couple hours.
We've got some guided missiles, haven't we?
Yes.
Fire them in the
Well, no, I'm
Mesring.
thinking, would it be possible to change one to deliver a tracking device? So if we managed to get out the other side, we could launch a tracking device home.
You'd have to
If we
build
know
one.
where he is.
Yeah.
You would have to severely modify one of those guided missiles.
We won't be able to do it in 2 hours, I don't think.
Well, you have like a couple of hours, like 3, 4, something like
A
that.
couple is 2, but fine.
Because all we're going to redo is replace the warhead with a tracking
It can be
like
6 hours.
harpoon. All you need to do is it's basically like tagging,
Well, a
like a
couple of
whale.
different
You just
too.
like hit it with something
Yeah.
that'll lodge into it
Yeah.
with a tracker on it.
You would have to build their stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like a case of I have this shit lying around.
No,
You don't have this shit lying around.
but I mean, like,
We
you
don't
know,
have
Literally
beacons,
don't
so-
have this shit. You also don't have any missiles on this particular ship.
Yeah,
That's the point,
You've
no.
got any
yeah,
missiles,
no,
but you
that's
don't
on the
have
other
them
ship.
on this
oh
ship.
damn it! I keep getting one of them. No, I haven't.
Because you have the
I
capability.
keep.
of
We were going to
firing
have this 28-day gap, but we're trying to do this before we have
Yeah,
the 28-day
26.
gap.
I think we agreed 26-ish days now.
So like,
Mhm.
okay, fine. We'll finish this mission, then I'll go and get the stuff.
Alright, so what are you actually going to do then? You can.
I'm gonna try
I'm
and
not
build,
saying you
like-
can't, but it's going to take time. You don't have all the ready
Yeah,
materials.
I'm going to try and build a tracker anyway, in case there's some way we can actually
Okay.
get it onto a ship.
I'd say there'd be stuff in the cludging bay for sure, yeah. Don't forget, you don't get your additional +1 for this cludging bay, 'cause you don't have the hyena's tools in it.
Yeah, it's true. To be fair, I've written everything for when we've had the break and look at the ship because I was expecting that to happen immediately. We've now got a sidetrack that's taken us on a tangent.
You guys do what you want.
So,
Where's the duck?
The duck is currently in she's probably sleeping off the hangover.
Okay.
14
14.
with my point of stuff.
Yeah, probably during this time you probably made something like slightly larger than you wanted. It's kind of crude, but it would do the job. It wouldn't be a very big range.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, working with the materials you have, the fact you have this is incredible.
Yeah. Is there any way we can? I'll chat to the rest of you guys. Any way you can? I imagine we could like attach this to a ship.
Could just put it in his ship.
Yeah, if we get close enough. I mean, do we have an EVA suit that someone could like stand outside as we go past, just like lob it at his ship?
Just lob it out. A ship moving through space.
Well, to be fair, I
at
could
what speed?
strap like a magnet to it, and if someone could lob it at his ship, it would just attach to the outside of it. If we go for an incredibly close like flyby, can I assume when we come out the other end of the Mesring, there's a kind of little kind of area you kind of like gather your ship back up in real space.
Gather your ship back up in real space.
Some meta way of saying that we can catch him as he gets out the other side without just turning up and go, whee, he's gone.
But you do that all the time.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
Why
but
should he do
yeah,
that?
but we're dodgy people.
He's a dodgy person.
Yeah, but he's.
Dare you? He's
His-
clearly like a
To
very
be fair, though,
upstanding
he
citizen.
did just turn off his black box as he entered the Mesring. I'm pretty sure that would be like illegal, massively illegal.
Massively illegal. And terribly dangerous.
Yeah,
The
they'd just be like,
Mesring doesn't know where you are.
yeah, they'd just be like, oh, the Mesring is empty, we can send more in.
Doesn't matter. You ping out at the other end. As long as you don't go in like 3 seconds behind the other dude. And once you're in it, that's it. They don't give a fuck.
I'm off to the altar.
You're gonna go make yourself a new shrine.
The shrine, yes. Well, it's already, isn't it already there? Or did you say you're gonna have got the space to put it there?
Don't forget that nothing is here until we have our break. This is post break ship. We don't have any nice stuff until we have our break.
We have the crew quarters, I don't.
No, we have nothing.
No, you do.
They're already there.
We have like
This ship had crew quarters.
This one
yeah,
does.
but they're all like shitty from whatever was there before. We haven't had time to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying he could build an altar in his crew quarters.
There would
Can
be
I-
no point. We're
I
going to
wanna
rip this
try
thing
and-
apart and like.
Yeah, have we got materials so that I could actually build something?
What are you trying to build?
I want, well, sort of a lectern.
Yeah, you could definitely do that for sure.
And
You wouldn't have any cloth, so you couldn't build like you can like cover it and anything like that. But you could
There's bits
definitely
of
move
bench,
shit
yeah.
around and make yourselves a little.
I want
You
to
could
try
have
and
yourself
like
a
make the
mattress
sides
floor.
of it look like wings.
Oh god, jeez.
Take a craft check.
Oh.
10.
You made something roughly. You think, yeah,
It'll
quite
do.
proud of that. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination.
But it's good for my lack of.
Yes. For the lack of materials, you've done pretty well considering. Okay, right, so you're building an altar, you're building the tracking device. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I need some way of attaching this to the ship. I'll leave that in you guys' capable hands. While I'm
I'm
building
useless.
this. You can put an EVA suit and go
I
outside.
believe I piled at least one of my beanbags into this ship.
You have a bed in here, I believe, too?
Yeah, you put
Or
it
did you
in
put that on the
bed.
other one? No, you put it on this one. You put the bed on this one.
Mm.
And yes, you have one of your beanbags in here.
Yeah, I'm just going to go into one of the crew quarters, like just go, like mine. Maybe like scratch some of the filth off the door on the outside in the shape of the word Mac. And go inside, just chuck the beanbag down on the floor and like lay between it and the bed. Just like
I'd expect it to be communal, wouldn't it? Rather than just individual quarters. It would be a crew quarter sort of thing.
Well, the
In
way
the
I've
bunks,
It's
basically.
meant to be
Yeah.
quite
the
a
way,
tiny place.
the way it's
Right.
going to be post break is that we have two crew
probably
quarters each side
moving the rooms.
Yeah.
because we
It
have.
would basically be this.
We also have a cargo bay because we have a
We
blank
have-
space which we're not currently using for anything.
Okay, so you're just gonna like grab yourself a bunk and just lay the fuck down.
Yeah, I mean, I've been like
Fair
doing
enough.
goddamn surgery and stuff.
You have,
I'm
yeah.
tired.
Yeah, you're pretty shattered. And what are you doing, sir?
I'm going to stay on Nabs actually and see if I can try and track them down. Or at least-
Take a navigation check.
Damn it. 11.
No. You
No.
try for like hours and then you get bored. Right, so what's Lola up to?
Eating chicken.
Chicken!
Eating Jubaean tree fowl.
Is there any way I can try and track him on my hat?
Your best advice would be probably to plug your hat into the systems. So you could probably plug yourself, if someone's on a nav already, you could plug yourself into comms
Yeah.
and allow what you roll to assist her.
Okay.
You can do that for sure.
Yeah.
As in what I rolled.
Yeah. What
I
you
got
roll will
11.
assist her. Wow, that's way too tense.
Let's downgrade that
Whoa,
suspense.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I mean,
Let's
let's
go
face
to light
it.
and cheerful.
Let's face it. We've lost him.
You may not have done. You may not have done.
I
Let's
think
face
it's
it, we're
tech use.
typing.
Yes, take
15.
15.
Yeah.
You pick up a very faint signal ahead of you.
Okay.
It's at the end, and it's not working off of like any of his systems pinging back. It's your system bouncing forward and bouncing back again.
Okay.
Through a bunch of meta shit, which I don't really fuck about. You pick up a very faint signal. He's in fact just he's ahead of you for sure.
Okay.
He's got behind us somehow.
No. He's just,
You've got
he's
time
just
to him.
guys, he's just at the end of the measuring.
Cool. I
If we
assume-
can try and speed up along the measuring, then we can maybe catch him.
No.
You kind of can't know.
Yeah.
Like you have like a lock on him. You know what
Okay.
you're looking for.
Alright.
So by manually keeping an eye on it, you
Mhm.
could probably write a little program to keep an eye on the
Yeah.
tiny fluctuations. But yeah, you can with his assistant. Yeah, you kind of just about pick him up.
Done.
All right. So you guys, you notice that he immediately, you notice that he suddenly slows down. He's obviously baffed his way out the other end of the measuring. And then
Yeah.
probably a couple of minutes later, you dump your way out as well. What do you guys want to do?
Can I still see him?
You can't see him, but you can like data talk. to
Yeah,
him.
I'm basically taking directions from her just to where to pilot.
Left, right, left, left.
Space left. Space
You
right.
notice that he's heading towards the
Space
Sen
north.
system.
Where's that?
He's heading towards Sen. Go, go,
Actually, let's
go.
double check
Oh.
that that's the Gendal system.
Oh,
He's
no.
heading to the Gendal system, which I'm pretty sure is Sen.
Are there any like?
Oh, yeah,
I've not
Gandalf.
prepped, so I don't remember any of the shit.
I assume he's turned his black box off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll turn our black box off too.
It's heading towards what looks like the Gendar in Sen.
Alright. I will pilot in that direction following your feedback.
I will.
2 checks.
I will nav in that sort of direction.
Oh God!
Just a quick cucumber on that one.
He takes himself out.
The black box is actually the thing that sends up the pulse we detect things nearby with.
We should probably turn.
This is the thing
keep
she's
that-
using
yeah.
to find him.
We should probably keep that on.
Okay.
Luckily, nobody seems to give a fuck because both ships got 12. I'd have been so happy to do 2 crits in my life.
Huh?
I checked to see whether or not the security agency would check you guys out, but they just didn't seem to give a fuck. Neither about you nor about the other ship.
Okay. But I rolled a 13 on navs.
The 13 on navs, and you got what piloting? Yo!
Yeah, I got an 11 followed by a 13.
Should I re-roll
You only
tech?
take 2 checks.
No, she needs to take.
I needed to take 2 checks.
Oh, okay, sorry. 11.
I was checking to see whether you guys are going to get caught. You
Should
were.
I re-roll tech as well?
If you want to assist, yes. So we have an 11, a what, and a what? What'd you get?
I got a 13.
Alright, 11, a 13, and...
Re-roll.
A botch. We don't use legendary points. Above a botch! Can you re-roll a
Yes.
second botch?
I'll say you good.
Yeah.
Re-roll. Get rid of them both.
That's your last legendary point.
That's a
Yeah.
legendary botch. Oh god. I think you should be able to reroll.
Nah, fuck it. It's funny
14.
if you guys burn them and then not have anything left.
14 to assist.
14, 13, and... 14 and a 13 assisting and 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you using engines or agility?
I was using engines.
You're doing the out speed.
I assume I'm trying to pull slightly closer so I can follow his signal.
Are you trying to ram into him or just
No, I'm
follow
trying to
him?
ram in. I'm just trying to stay close enough that the signal is still detectable.
Okay, yeah, you just about stay on the edge. You have a feeling that his ship is probably a bit faster than yours, but he seems to be just taking it easy, and you're gunning the fuck out of your engines just so that you can keep up. But you are maintaining that slightly slower pace, probably not through choice.
Well, Hansley, because he's turned off his pinging device, he can't tell that we're pinging him.
We hope. Does have a lot of other devices that can.
Yeah, but he
Pick
turned
it up.
everything else off, so I'm hoping all sensors have been turned off.
I can't say a goddamn word, and it's sure funny.
Well, seeing as I was sitting in the back, chilling in my bunk, and now, we've got our engines caning it as hard as they possibly can, I'm just going to, stroll up, stroll around the corner and just, put my head into the cockpit, just what's going on?
We're
Mac,
following
you
the DJ Moon.
Excellent, carry on.
Interesting creature with the donuts then.
Okay, who's on
Millipede or
so
something
Lola,
called
if you're
donuts,
on
huh?
communications,
What? Where?
Maybe you want to
Interesting.
move donuts away from it, or
Yeah,
maybe
so
away
we
from
want
donuts.
to grab a donut? Move, anyone?
Anyone else?
what are we talking
Want to
about?
grab him? Because
I think
chicken
we're having a
fingers.
slight
Where's it gone?
snack related moment.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's an insect in our donuts.
Vermin!
Kill it down.
Extra protein, get over it, man.
Fuck's sake.
And it's gone behind the other donuts.
It's really freaking tiny.
Oh, it's on its way out. It's on its way
No,
out.
it's not. It's not. It's going towards another donut.
I
This is
really
the
can't
most
see.
intense game of
Have you got the suspense music going?
I'm
Dun,
gonna put
dun,
battle
dun,
music.
dun,
Dun, dun,
dun,
battle
dun,
music
dun,
for this
dun,
shit,
dun.
which nobody can see. Not even I can see what the fuck is going on right now.
Oh, whoa!
It's out,
He's out!
it's
He's
out,
on the outside! He's on the outside! He's going around the outside! He's going up! He's going down! He's going up! He doesn't know where he's going! He's going back over the top now!
Sake.
Oh, no!
Oh, he's on the other side of the world.
God.
It's so freaking tiny.
It's gone.
Whatever, it's in the table now.
And
It's the table's problem now.
I don't care as long as it's not in the donuts.
Wow.
Where were we?
You guys, so Lola, you are on comms. I need you to take a comm check for me, please.
It's going to be I know you're following me. Nice.
12.
A 12. You hear through. Basically, you have this minor brainwave to maybe try and get hold of the mes ring for Sen, and just as you hit into that frequency and just sit there and wait to see what's coming through, you hear a very familiar, kind of like, yeah, man, if you're gonna let us through, and he rattles off a bunch of letters and numbers, and it just seems like the person on the other end's like, oh, well, sure, of course, and then he gets priority through.
Did you write down the letters and numbers?
Not on a 12, no.
Oh,
Can we try and book priority again?
I will try. I will contact the Zen system and try and book priority. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Is there any way I can get priority boarding into the Zen system? Please?
Well, it's a little bit busy right now in priority, but still, it's pretty chocker booked. Hang on a minute, and you hear the sound like rattling on the other end. It's like, well,
Is this guy human or brutal?
it's gonna be like you can't see him. It's gonna be like 35 for you to get priority through.
35, that's fine.
Alright, there is a bit of a delay. Just have to let you know. We've got a couple of emergency switch arounds, but
Is there any way I can sort of like bypass that for a
I'm
bit
afraid
more?
not. There are certain channels that even I cannot. No matter how lubricated one hand's become,
Even with 50?
even with 50, there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied.
Alright, that's fair enough. Thank you anyway for your help.
You're most welcome.
How
Okay, that's
far away are
35.
35.
How far away
Take
are we
that off
from
the
the
ships
messenger?
thingy. 35.
Do what? Tell me what you want to do, because I'm not going to give you a standard
Well,
messy unit for
could we
something
catch
in
up?
space.
Would it be possible at all to catch up with DJ Moon before he gets to the messenger?
You could try for sure. Why? What's your thinking? You're going to go through with him?
Or just stop him? Because if we're going to lose him anyway, we might as well stop him.
We're not necessarily going to lose him once he gets to the other
If
side.
we-
Well, if there's a delay,
If-
Okay, yeah.
he's-
So yeah,
if he's
you
slowing
aren't
down-
actually quite at the Mesring. I mean, you've had the idea that he's ahead of you, so you've got called ahead. He's not at the Mesring either, but you are basically close as Damus is wearing almost there.
How close would I have to be to attach this tracker to the outside of his ship?
Well, you'd need to attach it to the ship.
I mean, can we?
You can't like lob it from where you are.
Well, no, I'm thinking like I assume he'll actually have to come to a stop before the measuring.
Yeah, you have to come to a stop. Yeah.
you might notice us pull up right next to him and go plonk.
Drive by, dump a thing.
Yeah, we don't actually need to pull up next to him. We just need to throw it with reasonable accuracy at the ship.
In the infinite, in the infinite distances.
Yeah, to be fair, we only have to drive past.
If only I had
He
space
has-
archery.
He in fact does have a point, because if you are in space and you are close enough, you chuck it.
It's going to
It
go
will
in a
keep
straight
going
line
forward,
as long as
yeah.
you throw it accurately.
Yeah.
And to be fair, doubt is his ship tiny or?
It was a small ship, yeah.
Yeah.
It was just covered in.
Tiny
Fucking
odd
everything.
thing, wasn't it?
There's a tiny box thing covered in more antennas.
To be fair, if he's got a massive engine, he must have quite a big engine to be able to outspeed
It's got a
us.
good engine on it, yeah.
Yeah. So who's the best aim?
With what?
With
You have
this,
very-
and I give you the tracker with
You
the
have
magnet on
very
the side
little
of it.
time. There is like
What would that be?
there is like a small attachment thing.
What would that roll be?
What to
Throw.
chuck it?
Yeah.
Can we use like a
Strength,
crossbow
strength.
type thing to like
If you have a
fire it?
crossbow, sure.
Well,
We
it's
don't.
just some method of like
Do you
I
have a
doubt we
crossbow?
have time.
Mac
Mac's
is the best.
strongest.
do
That's
we
the
have do we have a reasonable flexible length of metal with some string? Because I'm pretty sure we can string
Do we
together
have
some
bungee
kind
clips?
of do we have bungee clips. 'Cause I'm pretty sure we can string together some form of catapult
Yeah.
very
Yes,
quickly.
you have bungee because it's. Just
Do we have
kind of-
bungee clips in an EVA suit?
Yes.
Okay.
Jumped up.
Just open doors, hook it on both sides, and
Fudge. Roll a d12 for me. Evens, you have an EVA suit. Odds, you don't.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
oh, don't,
Legendary.
don't.
That's not the way you do it.
I'm not sure that counts. I'm gonna
I beg
say-
to differ. We have an EVA suit.
I would even.
Get out the way, old man.
I didn't know where to look for it.
Yeah, exactly. I told him to go and sit down because he looked like he was tired. And I
He was
said,
an
"Check
old
him
man
all
who
in."
looked
No.
good. Was looking in the wrong cupboard. The old man was looking in the wrong cupboard.
We're not
That's a
checking whether
two,
we can find
even.
one.
No, you do not. That's a straight out. I didn't want to roll it over here, making you guys roll it. And you
Oh.
roll your own dude. No, you do not have an EVA suit.
How long can you hold
do
your
have
breath,
bungee
Mac?
No. I can hold my breath about no.
So we can't put a tracker on. So can we catch it and ram him and stop him from going?
No, because there was like, you see that gigantic warship over there? It would
Who
dislike us doing that.
is
We're
the
far enough away.
smartest person in the room?
Unfortunately,
Me or her?
probably Mac.
43.
Oh,
I've got
so
40.
44.
Okay.
Mac is smartest.
Strongest, most
It always
dexterous,
really
most intelligent
confuses
man
me
in the
that you're
room.
intelligent because you don't do anything intelligence based.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm clever enough to know that I can leave things to my underlings.
I way through your bone here. Roll an intellect check for me.
God.
Nice.
14.
Literally
You
can't
could
get
put
higher.
it in the airlock. Blast it out.
There's no
Hopefully
way of
goes
knowing.
nowhere.
There's no way of knowing which direction it would fly out in.
But if you are close enough,
True.
Yeah, right. Let's give it a go.
it's probably the only thing you could do, and that really is me throwing you a bone.
Okay.
We could mount it in a tube to the inside
Yes.
of the airlock.
You absolutely could,
It
yes.
sucks out the tube in
Yeah.
the
Yep.
direction.
Yeah.
Alright, you probably have about 3 minutes. Make
Do it.
something, do it now.
Go!
You need to be piloting, so you
Yeah, I was
can't
going to say, I
craft.
need to do a piloting check.
So I need you to do a piloting check. Who's going to be crafting this makeshift bullshit
It's my
stuff?
idea.
Alright, go for it. Make a craft check.
God, it's gonna be terrible.
That's not how you do it. You take
You're
the piloting
piloting!
seat. He can take the
You're
piloting seat.
piloting! You cannot!
Yeah, stop
I'm playing
facing.
with
He
the
can take the
prayer,
piloting seat.
Okay, with a prayer.
Yeah,
I
but-
might need
yeah, but
that
I-
later.
Yeah, but we
When
both
I'm
rolled
dying.
twos.
In the name of God!
In the name of God, why is there not a goddamn tube in here?
In the name of God, where did I put those Pringles? Crit!
I don't know.
A holy crit!
Just as you
Just
know, it's
saying.
like,
That's
for the
the
love of
risk.
God, where'd you put the Pringles? And as you look up, you just see this perfect tube. A bunch of tube, just like, up there. You're like, huh, that's where they store them. You just grab one. It's perfectly
There's a ceiling
sized.
like perfectly like pointing at it, a beam of light on this tube.
Ah! No, it's just like how we used to have like all the shit mounted here in the garage, just up on the roof, or so underslung on some stuff. Yeah, you look up and you just see the pipe. Like, thank you, God, maybe. And yeah, that's where the pipes are. So yes, you could in theory use that, and you reckon it probably would take you with your correct. You can rig something up.
Yeah,
You
I get like the cup
make-
of a plunger or something, like jam it in behind.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be good. It just has to
Yeah.
hold it just long
Literally
enough
just
to
like so there's a
shoot
pocket of gas behind
All right,
it.
yeah.
to
So
let it fall.
you've now said that I'll let you add your crate. You basically set it up in the airlock. What did you get for
I
piloting?
should this is an agility
Britishness, I
one.
put a can of beer behind it.
Yes.
Pressurised can of beer.
Roll a d12. Positives you get out of beer.
Don't tell makes me feel.
Sorry, evens you have beer.
Yes.
All right. For whatever reason, like you remember seeing in your like under your bunk, there was a 6-pack of beer which just hadn't been cleaned out. You go back, you grab one of the beers, and you put it in the back of the Pringles tube, and it's perfectly sized. It will fit. I'll let you roll the crit. Okay. Yeah. So you have that shit set up. What did you get for piloting?
Assuming I'm using agility, 15. If I'm using engine, 16.
What are you using? Don't tell. Don't.
Agility,
don't ask
because I
me,
need to
'cause-
try and manoeuvre this thing perfectly to aim.
Right, so are
the
you
bottom of
aiming to do like the flyby, or are you
What I'm
aiming
a-
to just pull up and stop next to him and then fly off?
What
or-
I'm assuming is there's like a queue somewhere.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So what I'm assuming he's going to go straight to it because he's got priority boarding.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is basically go over the top of him and then go off as if I'm going to go join the back of the queue. So
Okay.
like I'm doing a long turn over the top of him.
Okay. Oh, well, that. Yeah, you can get close enough with your 13, 14?
15.
15. Yes, you get close enough with your 15. You basically nail it. And you fly over perfectly. I need someone to take a systems check for the ship. The straight systems check.
I'm good.
Just to see if you release it at the right time, because we've had fun not releasing things at the right
9.
times.
Okay, so I was just going to stand near the airlock with my hand over the button.
Oh, okay.
Just like I'm a sniper. Like, I see it starting to line up.
All right, okay,
Bam!
yeah. In that case, yes. You fly, you bounce the button at exactly the right time, and boom, it goes out. Yeah, you guys seem to have like done this maneuver arc, and it is firmly attached to the top of BHTB's ship.
Sweet.
It's
Fuck mine. All right, okay.
That's all my legendary points in that shenanigans.
That's
Not a
pretty-
single one. An epic thing's undertaken.
Not a single fuck was given. Actually, you did have to use. Oh god, you did have to
Oh
use
yeah,
God's prayer.
but I didn't use any legendary one.
You did.
I was happy to fuck it up. I thought that was funny.
Okay, awesome. Alright, so yes, that bamps on, and it takes you probably all of about 3 seconds to go, huh, there's the ping. Once he gets to the other side, you know you could follow him pretty easily through Sen. And yeah, you guys go, make your way through the Mesring. What do you guys want to do now? It's been a couple of hours. It's probably quite late during the day for you guys.
So how far behind DJ Moon are we?
you were probably about 30 minutes before you got into the Mesring.
Okay, when we get out the other side, do we see anything on the from the track?
Well, I'm about to do something before you get to that point.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant we'd gone through it.
So you guys are about to go through it.
Oh, okay,
you're going
sorry,
through it, and they
you
literally hadn't gotten to that point yet. So you guys are basically going through the maze. Is there anything you guys want to do at this point? You have been. It is basically for you guys very, very late at night because you have gone from May. You went from doing all that shit in the Sen system, coming back to Zug. Getting your asses, some of you having your asses handed to you by an older Irish lady, and then you flew to meet DJ Moon, and then you went through a mesmering where you all did stuff during that time, and then you flew across the system. So it is quite very, 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 very late for you guys.
Did stuff.
Yeah, I'm
I've
going
stepped at every possible opportunity.
I'm going to go take
but
some
you
rest.
are taking suffering, so
I'm taking a rest.
Because I
I'd
assume
probably
we'll be like
keep an
a few
eye on
hours through the mesmering.
While
pretty
we're
much.
waiting for the waiting to go through, I just send him to bed
okay. Boy.
as his doctor and his cat.
All right. So
Doctor.
yeah. So you're going to go back and have a kip for the fly through. What do you do?
I'm going to keep an eye on DJ Moon.
I'm just going to keep an eye on the signal.
Yeah.
You don't seem to get you don't seem to pick up any signals coming in and out. It just seems to be travelling through. You hear him like occasionally broadcasting stuff, but it's nothing you haven't heard before. Just occasional variants in music.
Okay.
Do we actually have DJ Moon on, because that
Yeah.
could actually be
Of course you
useful
do.
to like.
Yeah, we have.
Well, I'm asleep.
I kind of assume that you would have him on, but yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't give any new information that you haven't heard before. I mean, it's just more stuff like need to just be careful and don't go to the need to system because they're locking us up. There have been delegates sent to deal with the hostage situation. Not there's really hostage situations, that there are races that aren't the need to in the need to system and they've locked it down. So they're negotiating for that. There's talks going on. Yeah, you don't really learn anything all that new. From them. Okay, what are you doing?
I was also sleeping.
You're also sleeping. What are you doing, brother?
So I've built the lectern.
Yep.
It's enough to build like an altar as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, you could just bring a box.
Yeah. So if you can do that, then Tepid's going to lie on top of the box,
Okay.
like with his arms crossed like that, and try and go to sleep there.
Okay, it's not the most comfortable you've ever slept.
Yeah.
Because
As
there
far as
are
part of it, it's supposed to
actual
be like
bunks.
soul suffering.
He's going to wake up in the middle of the night and then just go and find a bed.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you decide actually I can't stick this out even I'm like that insane, and you go find yourself a bed. Right, you're a bed. You're still watching DJ Moon.
Yeah.
So you're going to be knackered.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a point level of suffering because it is very, very late and you are continuing to stay up. You guys have done stuff during basically all this time.
I don't
Apart from
want
Mac,
to
he
lose
keeps
him.
saying he's going to sleep. So what are you doing now?
I'm going to go and sit in the pilot seat
Okay.
because
you two are up in.
because I have no claim at all to this ship. So I'm just going to be like, this is
You
very
could
comfortable.
you could offer to do the watching of DJ Moon.
Oh yeah, but you seem to be doing a good job.
I'm looking
I
really
assume
tired.
you're capable of managing your own functions.
I'm looking really tired. You could say, go, I've had some sleep. Go and get some
You're
sleep
not
and
my
I'll
godson.
watch it.
You could just say, "I'm going to bed, Mac. Watch this."
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, Mac, watch DJ Moon.
Right. What do you need me to do?
Oh, for God's sake, I hand him. I show him where the ping thing on for DJ Moon on my hack.
And your hat. Yeah.
On my hat.
Okay.
Sorry, and basically like, watch that and listen to DJ Moon. Okay.
Okay.
We
Does the plug-in like stretch to the pilot seat, which I assume is probably comfier than the others?
No, fuck you, no.
Damn.
You don't
Okay,
have to sit like a
I
shitty
like
technician.
prop it up on the console, and I
Okay.
sit in the pilot seat anyway.
Alright.
And in which
Maybe
case,
I prop my feet. Maybe if my feet reach, I manage to put it on the communications seat.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. You can do that.
and in which case, I go and have a little nap and I
And you
don't take
get
any
your
suffering.
Yes, you don't get your suffering. So, 4 people asleep. Are you doing anything? What are you doing?
Well,
You're just sitting there like with your thumb up your ass. What are you actually doing?
I'm listening to DJ Moon and seeing if this ping vanishes. I have no idea what to do if it does. But
Come and get me.
well, yeah, I pretty much assume that one.
Yeah.
Raise the alarm. Like, I've never flown this ship before.
Okay, are you prepping anything? Are you trying to research anything? Are you calling anyone? I mean, what the fuck are you doing? You have so many options. Are you really gonna sit here and just listen to the radio?
Yeah.
I'm going to sit. Well, I'm not. I'm sitting here. I'm listening to the radio.
You're
That's
alone?
2 things already.
Jesus, work.
I'm monitoring this silly little device that's probably a little too small from this far away. And while I'm here, I'm going to admire Stabby's pistola, which I stole, and like try and actually see like what if there's anything good about it, if I should keep it. Yeah,
Stabby's pistola.
Yeah.
As I said, I haven't prepped, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
It's the pistol I nicked off the dude I stabbed. Stabby's pistola.
Oh right, yes.
And then there was the smug bird outside. Oh yeah, I'm just like I know.
Oh okay.
He doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Like,
No,
he's an aficionado of guns. He wants to know how good this stuff is. So he's looking over the guns he's recently acquired.
Okay.
Because when he requires a better gun, he gets rid of the old ones.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you spend some time admiring your weapons.
At some point while these guys are asleep, I also wander back to my bunk and like get the rifle I took, so I can do the same with that. But I don't mention the fact that I stopped looking at the.
When you get back, is DJ Moon still there?
Yeah.
I'll take a perception check.
You've lost him.
Obvious, I know.
8.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah. Good. It's all fine.
I just wanted you to watch me go, the ping isn't there, and then the ping is still there, but you didn't. So I'm kind of sad by that.
Yeah.
The ping is still there.
I sit there and
Completely
I
honest.
admire Smugsy's hose, which is the big rapid-firing rifle I nicked.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, essentially just before you pop out the mez ring, it's sort of wakey up time. Everyone's had like a good 4 hours kit. Yeah, mostly had a good 4 hours kit. It's good enough for what you guys want to do. And you pop out the other end of the mez ring. You are now in the sensor system.
Yay.
Steady.
I assume we all wake up when we get to the other side.
Well, I assume he wakes up slightly before we leave the measuring.
That's what I said, yeah.
Okay, excellent. Sorry.
Cool.
I'm going to go on the assumption you guys would have had to have turned. You've kept your box on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because we haven't
you can say
distracted
otherwise we're going to go from meeting.
Now we can turn the box off.
No,
Oh, wait, no,
No, we need it.
We still need
Tracking
it to
You
track
need it,
DJ
yeah.
Moon.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
so
actually have a tracker on him now. So do we still need it?
No. But it is
We
highly
do.
illegal to turn these things off.
we do still
we are
need it.
right next to
I'm
like a big
tracking him using
fortified
the-
place.
using
To be
it.
fair, we've gone this far with it on, so it's not like we can hide the fact we're following him. We followed him across 2 systems so far. I'm pretty sure he knows we're following him by now.
Yeah, if he does.
Well, he did do some weird code thing to try and throw us off him, so I assume he does.
He hasn't.
Or just
Stopped
call
and
the
tried to
head
kill
with
us or
prepaid
anything,
code.
To be fair, I doubt he's trying to. He just probably wants to get away.
Right. What is DJ Moon doing now?
He seems to be heading towards the edge of the system. I'm just double checking that's where he's going. I need to check out the map. That's the main problem.
Okay, he appears to be going towards the edge of the system.
Yeah, he seems to be going towards the edge of the system.
Okay.
Follow him.
I follow him. I get a 14 for my piloting check.
So how are you trying to just keep a close distance? Actually, to be fair, it doesn't matter. You guys still have your box in, right?
I'm going to be standing at the back of the cockpit, Picarding it. So I'm just going to be, asking like poignant questions, relevant questions of the people who are sitting at the
Talking to
operation
yourself.
stations. No, I'm just going to be like, asking people like, what's the maximum range of this tracker? Like, how far away can we afford to follow him?
Not very far.
Yes, not very far is your answer. And just as you return that response, you sitting on comms are still?
Yep,
Or is someone else sitting on comms or is it you?
I'm still on comms with my hat.
You get a message though.
Oh, we have a message. A massage.
A massage.
Massage?
A massage.
So, like, hey man, why are you following me?
Sorry?
I met up and I gave you the car bricks, man, and like, I took the thing from you, and then I had to leave. And I know you wanted a beer and everything, but man, this is why I don't give out my personal details and shit.
We're not following you.
We were here before we went back to Zoot to exchange with him.
True. We're just coming back.
We were here before. We're just going back to where we were from.
Alright, okay, cool. Well, just, I have to be careful. You understand these things, right, man?
Yeah, no worries.
Cool. Alright, well, see you around.
See ya.
He drops off the message and he stops the ship.
We go and hide somewhere nearby.
Are there
You
any?
can see us. We have that box on.
Are there any points of potential salvage nearby? There must be like an asteroid or a meteor or something like vaguely floating nearby.
Yes, there is like one of the most dangerous planets here.
Oh, great.
Excellent.
Let's go there.
You know which one
Let's
it
not
is.
go there.
I just gotta find which one it is.
cool. We can just go into orbit and make really loud scanning noises.
We can go to the planet of hilarity.
Yeah. We're actually just sitting on comms going.
Alright, let's make this in order, which is actually would be
Just put a scan next to a hairdryer and just go away for 10 minutes.
Alright, so nearby there are kind of there are 2 planets orbiting a gas giant. One of them, someone said they haven't been. One person said they've been to Sen, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've been to Sen. Take a knowledge check for me.
13.
13. You are well aware that there is a moon around Khan called Ho.
Oh!
And this planet serves as a laboratory planet. And getting salvage back from all like the abandoned experiments is very, very lucrative, but also fucking stupid. It is exceptionally dangerous. This is where they test things that they don't want to test on their own planets. And it's constantly in use for experiments. But this would be like, so far as you know, the nearest thing to you that you could go salvage.
Yeah. I share that, you know, Ho is renowned as a wonderful source of salvage.
Cool.
Let's go there.
How
then.
close do we need to be to start scanning it? Like, can we stay within sensor range to keep an eye on Moon while still pretending to be scanning this thing?
No. You could move in that direction for sure.
How do we know that he hasn't just removed the tracker?
Because you have to get on the outside of his ship.
Jettison the antennas.
To be
That'd be
fair,
ridiculous.
that would involve him actually like knowing that we did that.
Yeah.
I mean, what we did was stupid, so stupid that like people suspecting us of doing it would be like, what? Like literally, like they ran past and lobbed a tennis ball with a tracker.
Yeah,
to the
like
side of the
most
ship.
importantly, you guys followed him back out after saying you're going to go back down and have a beer. You flew very close over the top of his ship, and now you've arrived in the sensors and happen to be going the same direction. Of course, it could be fucking suspicious.
He's probably aware that he's being dragged.
Yeah, possibly.
It's why it's being followed. Just may not be sure how, but then you could board him if you want.
So the
You have options. You don't have to put up with shit.
well, that's the sense that we've got that you've put with your hat. We don't need to have our black box on for that, do we?
No.
For the tracker?
So what we could do is if we know like where he was going, providing that wasn't just like a con direction he did to try and like throw us off track, we could just head in that direction, turn off our black box, and then just hide somewhere and wait for him to turn up.
Let's just turn off our black box. Let's head off in a different direction and turn off a black box. Turn around.
How long would it take for us to loop around that planet and get back here at maximum speed?
30 minutes, maybe. I don't know. We're talking about travelling in space. I know sometime.
I should also still be able to keep an eye on
Okay.
where he
How
is.
long would it take to get out of his sensor range? Our best guess. Turn off our black box, turn around and come back.
How long would it take for him to get out our sensor range as we leave?
Probably about 15 minutes travelling as speed you guys going.
Okay, so travel 15 minutes, turn black box off, turn around, come back, and start following him again.
So you guys want to go in a random direction 15 minutes.
Oh, we're going to head towards home.
Head towards home.
Head towards home.
Right, so you're heading towards home, 15-minute direction, and then you're going to stop, turn
Turn
around,
around.
off, and then head back to here.
Yeah.
Well, back to where he was going.
Head back to where I can see his signal.
So where you last saw his signal, or where you think his signal's going to be?
Where I think
Where
These
I
are
can-
very important.
Where I can see where his signal is at that time.
Well, if you go out of his sensor range, out of your range, you won't know where he is.
Oh.
You have to go back that way to find out where he is. To get out of
Okay.
his sensor range, you are out of range.
Is he currently moving at all?
He's completely stopped the ship.
He's completely stopped. Okay. So
Oh.
he can't even get a bearing of the direction he's going.
After coming through the measuring, was he going at the same speed as before? Because you said before we were having to rag our engines to keep up with him.
Yes.
He was going at
He
that
was
same
deep
speed again.
ragging it, and then he just stopped the ship because, like,
In that case, he's if he'd been going at a slower pace, I would have think that he may have just been going around direction. If he's totally ragging it, he's probably heading where he needs to be.
Or trying to
Yeah.
lose us.
Yeah.
True, but I reckon we should try and go loop back out of sensor range and then try and go.
The funny thing about this is the thing we told him isn't a lie.
What?
We literally went back and we exchanged this damn thing. and then came back to exactly where we were. Yeah. We could have just gone like, look, here's the measuring data. Like, here's our ticket stubs. Sort of thing.
You don't know what he's thinking.
Mm.
I reckon try and cut back to where he was before, because if we just come back here, he'll have moved out of our range again, so we won't have any sensor data anyway. So I reckon go out
assuming
sensor
his
range.
sensors are as rubbish as ours.
Well, assuming he's like a broadcast center, it's probably going to have to implement, like, you know, if you specify everything to broadcast, your receiving is going to be presumably less, because there's only so much power you can throw into things. Generally, like, things that are really good at sending aren't as good at receiving.
Screw it. Let's fly like 20 minutes that way, turn around and come back.
Alright. We'll try and do it like so. Hang on. Yeah. So, if we try and do that, so this is him. This is where he's going. We'll do that rather than going back here and then trying to double over.
Up to the camera.
They're not going to be able to see that.
I can't see that.
No, because it's whited out.
But anyway, so rather
So
than
they're going to try and do a triangle thing. They're going to go
Yes.
15 minutes one direction, then head off and sort of bisect
yes.
the other
So
one.
assuming he's going that direction, we want to go that way.
See, there you go. You can make it with your arms.
Yeah.
Okay, so take a piloting check, and I need Lola to take a tech use. What are you doing?
I was going to say, it's times like this I wish I'd learnt to pilot so I could send him in the back to see if he can wring any more out the engines.
17.
17. You between the two of you belt it out. You belt it out in the direction you think you needed to go. You get out of range, you turn off your black box, and you belt it back in the direction you think he's going to be. And you've basically done, well, if we account for this, that, and the other, and you've picked up the signal just at the edge of the range, just as he's about to have gone out, thanks to your amazing piloting skill.
Cool.
And your ability to pick up on the edge of the range.
Awesome. I can still see him. Go!
Yeah, I'm riding that same piloting check. I'm going to try and bring us up. I'm going to try and keep us just at like the edge of the range, because in case his sensors are better than ours.
Okay, you bat your way. He just travels in this one direction for hours. For hours and hours. It's probably about a good 6-7 hours before he begins to slow down.
Alright, it's starting to slow down now.
Is there anything nearby that we could possibly hide in, like some asteroids or anything
Jetsons,
like that?
something, or we're just following a track
Not
going
really,
through
no.
space.
But you are coming up to a planet. So far as you know, the last planet in the Sun system, a place called Nox.
Okay. Oh, so when we followed his trajectory, we knew he was going towards the planet. I
No.
thought he was going to the middle of nowhere.
He was heading out really, really far towards the edge of the system, and as he's slowing down, you can see that picking up there is, on the very edge of the system, a planet called Nox.
Okay, so we didn't know it was there.
No.
And that Mac will probably be like, oh right, yeah, that's Nox.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's not a place people tend to go, so it's not like in the tourist guides.
That's fine.
What's on Nox?
Not an awful
Take
lot.
a knowledge check. I know what you know. You know what I know.
I'm assuming Mac knows not an awful lot.
We're about to find out. He hasn't been here before.
Not an awful lot.
Max
7.
knows that the planet is called Nox.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
people
and-
don't tend to come here.
And there's the well-known saying about the vegetables there.
Sure.
Yeah. I know that supposedly this is the
Oh,
place
yeah, I
where
ate one of
Noxian
those.
carrots grow.
Yeah, I had one of those.
Sorry, where?
This is supposedly the place where Noxian carrots grow, and eating them apparently makes you see well in the dark.
It works.
Okay.
If you can't see in the dark,
Yeah.
fuck me.
I have night vision.
Do you
But
get
that's-
that from
I
eating
can
a
vouch
Noxian
for
carrot?
that.
Yeah, that's like kind of one of those like folklore, urban legendy things.
I can vouch for it.
Okay. Well, it looks pretty dark and cold and miserable.
Maybe we should eat a carrot when we get down there.
He doesn't appear to have. He's not. He's like orbiting the planet,
Yeah.
but he's not landing.
Okay.
Okay.
He's so I assume that as he slows down, we're slowing down to match. We don't need as much power and stuff.
Yeah. You
Can we start gradually dimming systems so that they don't give us as much reading to try and make ourselves as invisible as possible?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can probably do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you ride that 17 in your versatility.
Also, we're a
In fact,
Black
you've
Ops
got
team,
that
so I
fucking
assume we
far.
know.
Yeah,
reasonable amounts about
I
this.
mean, this isn't your ship. You're not used to the systems, but
Yeah.
you turn it back as far as you dare think you should on
Yeah.
this because you don't know it very well. You don't know if you can dial it back that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, you dial it back significantly, and yeah, you put yourself into orbit. You can definitely keep an eye on the ping still. Okay, so what are you guys doing? He's currently just in orbit.
At some point during the last 5 hours, I assume that I've gone back and enjoyed at least one of the 5-pack of beers I still have left. I probably had one in the night as well.
Yeah, sure. Yes, you can absolutely begin to have a little drink.
Can I check Navs to see if I can figure out if anything else is approaching him?
Sure,
So it's
absolutely you
probably
can.
saying,
What kind of beer is it?
Stella.
Stella. Oh, God.
9.
It's the equivalent of wife beater.
Yeah.
What did you get?
9.
4
You don't seem to pick anything coming up. You
cans
can detect
of
well nothing actually, because you can't detect his shit because he's got a black box on. The only
Yeah.
way you can do it is through Loader's through Loader's interface with the tracker, and you can't even really detect anything else. There's really nothing in range.
Can I see if I can, using tech use, see if I can find anything?
Sure.
Not without a black box on.
Actually, you would have to use the systems.
You'd have to turn the black box back on.
No, you don't have to turn the black box back on.
but I've
But you
powered
would have to
everything
use
down
the
to minimal
systems. You would have to be
spec.
using those systems. I can't let you have just a straight tech use because you are using the systems of
Okay.
this particular ship. You're limited by the systems of the ship.
Okay.
So you would have to roll a systems check, and I'd make the check easier because you're using your hat,
Okay.
but you would have to still use the base stat of your systems because you are limited by the systems.
Okay, so I use the systems check, not my tech use check.
Systems check, not the thing. I'm making the check easier because you're using your hat.
Okay.
So you should have the systems on the sheet,
I have the systems for Danny Boy,
which is what?
5.
Yeah, you can have 5. That's
Wait,
fine.
no, it's not. It's 3.
No, sorry.
Danny Boy
Yeah,
is
sorry.
3.
I've got
Fine.
+2, so that's why it's 5.
3. It's 3. It's 3.
3
about to
plus
say,
4.
a third,
3
yeah.
plus any system check stuff you've got.
I was about to say, that's a fucking good shit. Why did I give you the Danny boy?
3 plus what?
3
Sure,
plus
sure
anything you
you've
put in
got
systems.
based on systems.
Just 3.
No,
Okay,
because her
fine.
tech use is insane and she's going to be limited by the systems there.
Yeah, I mean, rather than
Nice.
intelligence.
11.
11.
11. You think you see something once, like that kind of like faint, like ghosting blip that you've seen before, but you see it just the once, and you can't be 100% sure you saw it.
Ramming
Okay.
speed.
And it appears to be coming. It appears to be coming towards the planet, so it's not coming from outer system into. It's coming from the center of the system towards you guys. Is actually heading towards. You think heading towards the other ship.
Okay.
It's not coming up from the planet. It's not coming from our system. It's coming from the system. But you just see this blip, like.
As we're kind of in orbit, can I leave it in like autopilot in orbit, or
Yeah,
do I
sure.
need to actually ban
Sure,
it?
yeah, sure.
Okay, so I relay what I can see to everyone else.
Shall I make another tracker? We can try and plant the Raven ship, or do we want to just ride over there and go,
He's
"Boy,
there."
Raven"?
If we think he's there, might as well just go there. Why do we need to track him?
Yeah, that's fine. So
We don't care where else
how
we go.
are we going to try and board? We don't really have any way of trying to board him unless he says yes, board us. We have no way of getting onto his ship. We have no rams. We have no EVA suits. We have no
Weapons.
weapons.
Nothing.
We can go up there and wave our fists at him out the window and be like, "Damn you, Raven!"
Bluff them.
Yeah,
You have an airlock and explosives if you make some.
Can I make some really showy explosives that we can like demonstrate by blasting out the airlock? They don't need to be effective. They just need to look visually effective. Fireworks,
do you know what,
like, fireworks.
I'm gonna say that you basically left it mostly in autopilot on the way here.
Yeah.
Because he seems to be almost following straight, and occasionally you have to go and alter course and stuff. I'm going to allow you to make a D4 amount of explosives, which are very flashy. In the meantime, I'm going to
Nice.
assume that you guys have sort of considered some things.
We do have a guided missile launcher, we just don't have missiles.
You have no missiles, yeah. You've got
So
no actual.
we could just lock it on him, and he'll be like, "We're locked on," and he'll see that we're locked on.
Okay.
I like the plan. It's a
You
good
won't
one.
know there's
I like
nothing
it.
in there.
I like
I
it.
made
Lola could even
one
duplicate
flashy
it.
explosive.
You made one. You don't find a lot of materials.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to. You don't find a lot of materials.
And Lola could duplicate the locking on, so it looks like we're locked on more than once. Maybe.
You could definitely give it a go.
Yeah.
If you
So
want
is
to do
that
that,
like
I'm going to
5
say that's
missile
probably
lock
what
on?
you spent some time doing. So roll a tech use for me, if this is what you want to be doing.
Sure.
Can you bulk out the one explosive you've made, like so it fills the launcher?
19.
Just we just
19?
fill like
Mhm.
the back
Roll-
of the launch with
roll
something
a,
pressurised, like say
roll a
4 cans of
2d12.
Stella.
Well, we've got a launcher, so I assume I could just use the
Roll
launcher to
2d12.
like launch it.
That's
Hang on,
D12.
yes.
2. 4.
4.
Foreign tail.
Yeah.
You managed to make it look like there's an additional 4 missiles. So you
All
could
locked
pretend
on
to
at the
lock
same
on with
time.
6. So I think you have 2 missiles on this, right?
Nice.
Alright, so
I can't remember, but you
they
do.
they think we have 6 when we
Okay.
Okay.
So
Beautiful.
what we can do is if we load this explosive into one of the actual real ones, you can do like a warning shot off the bow or something, and then be like, "Look, dock with us, or we'll blow you out the sky."
This is amazing.
Sure.
And what I can
I'm
do
so
is,
excited.
if I try and get the ship as close as possible before we go full systems light, then we can basically get the jump on them. So we like appear out of the darkness. We can out Raven the Raven,
Okay.
or they can be like, "Dude, who's that really unsneaky ship coming up from under the power?"
Yeah, you suddenly find like, actually, because you have your black box and you're like, huh, nobody seems to be locked on.
Just as a quick question, like,
Yes.
is our launcher like an acceleration rail that fires things on its
Are
own,
you asking if it's a rail gun?
or is it like? What?
You asking if it's a rail gun?
Well, I'm asking if it's an acceleration rail that we just like we put a missile on, or is it like a torpedo tube?
That should be like a
Basically,
torpedo
does it
tube.
launch things under its own power, or does the missile launch itself? And this is just a thing to mount it on.
Otherwise, we're going to have to pretend that one of our 10 missiles is actually the airlock again. Just fire out the
Well,
airlock.
like, I mean, I've got.
Do you know what? For the sake, and this will be it will be this moving on. Yes, it will be like a powered rail.
Okay.
Just because I think the idea of you guys doing this is funnier than actually having a torpedo tube. So yes, yeah, it would power your homemade device forward.
Excellent.
I'm
While
gonna,
he's
because
making
at
his-
the moment that's funny and that's what it's going to be.
While
going
he's
now.
making his explosive, I am going to take 2 of my important cans of piss weak lager, and I'm just going to bulk them up with junk I find around the ship,
Okay.
and just tie it together with a bed sheet, so it's just this big lump.
Okay.
I'm going to jam it in the other launcher,
Okay.
so that we can fire 2 things.
That's amazing. Okay.
You're going to be sitting and suddenly hear a donk.
I'll tell you what. Between the fact that you guys have made some random ass explosives, you've made an altar and a bunch of stuff, you've made together all this fucking incredibly insane, like Sundayu type thing. You guys have pretty much stripped an already stripped ship. You are basically down to like bed knobs and broomsticks. You do not have a lot
I
left on
literally
this
mean,
ship.
I've ripped the doors off the kitchen
Yeah.
cabinets.
I mean, you guys have this place was like sparse to start with. It's now
completely
bare.
gone. Yeah.
It's like
The
someone's gone along
springs
and,
are gone from the beds and shit. On the stage.
Yeah. You guys, you
I've taken the shelves out the fridge.
yeah, you completely fucked this poor little ship up. Okay, so you spend time putting that in. You're going to mount your explosive. You have spent some time making it look like you have 6 weapons and not 4, not 2.
2 cans of lager.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now? Are you going to enact your plan?
Yeah,
Like,
we're
right this
we're
early?
trying to see how close we can sneak to him and then just go full power.
Okay.
Nice.
I need you to take a bonus check on me.
Make it so. Should get bonus for that.
No.
What, you don't get to make it so? But that's totally be a singy bug. Make
Yeah.
it so, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that's my intimidate. That's not. Oh, my intimidate's really high.
Can you imagine how broken that would be? The make it so. Damn it, boy!
That would be so broken.
My
Although
pilot's
basically,
exactly
I
the
would
same
just
as
never
my
have any
intimidate.
reason to interact with anyone else.
So I get
Just
10.
minutes.
You got a 10.
Advantage check.
Alright, is anyone doing anything to assist?
I will assist to see
So-
if there's a good part.
Well, I assume you guys need to actually prepare to launch the system as quickly as possible into life. So we actually come out of stealth mode effectively, rather than being like, oh crap, half the ship's kind of powered up and we level the system. Ah!
We accidentally turn the engines on, so you might actually go, oh!
Okay, so in that
I'm
case,
sorry,
you're
have you got
piloting
it?
forward, and the rest of you guys are ready to fire / bring the systems online.
I'm
Like,
going to go and
properly
sit in the main computer bank,
Alright.
just ready to make sure everything powers up properly.
Okay, is that you're going to take charge of powering everything up?
Well, I'm
Good,
just
excellent, that's
I'm
what
just
you're
sitting there and react to it, make sure it all works evenly.
Okay.
I sit in
These
the
guys are
captain's
powering
chair.
shit up. I'm just sitting there
He's
seeing if
taking the
anything
engineering
explodes.
PlayStation.
Yeah, you're taking your known systems
Yeah.
position. Alright, okay.
You're going to sit in the captain's chair and
in
say
that
stupid
case,
shit like, hail them! On screen!
Oh no, I'm sitting in the main computer, waiting for things to explode so I can
Okay,
change fuses.
so
I'm sitting hugging my gun, going.
excellent.
Polishing my gun like,
Okay, so you're going to be in charge of making it because essentially locking on the missiles, which you technically are doing
Mhm.
to a degree. You only need you basically just need to use the basic stuff. You've already programmed it to make it look like there are more than there really are. So who's going to program the weapons to?
Come on,
because I need to make sure
Father.
everyone's going to.
Okay.
It's his traditional job now.
Yeah.
Well, we've got
He's
comms
the gunner.
and navigation, so
Gunner. All right. So we have a gunner. We have comms keeping an eye on stuff, make sure things you don't lose track of this person and maybe the other thing turning
because
up.
basically she's the only one guiding me to where I'm going.
Yeah, you're
Literally, I'm
literally
completely
guiding
blind.
us
I just have this dot there. It's like towards the dot.
towards the dot.
Inch more,
Yeah,
inch
to the left,
more.
I mean space left.
Yeah.
You are powering up systems.
I'm going to stand next to a light switch, like, here.
Yeah, you're basically sitting there with like the
okay.
sliders
Yeah.
on a soundboard, getting ready to push them all up at the same time.
And now.
Yep. Okay, so you guys are rocking forward. Okay, so you did your piloting check, which
Yep.
was 10.
Yes.
Okay, you guys, you are basically, you'll be within range now.
All right, and power on.
Okay, so let's do locking the missiles. I need a systems check.
Oh, you
Reroll.
It's alright, I can reroll. He's got 2 legendaries left.
So tempting just to like burn all of my legendary points just to say it goes perfectly.
You could do that.
No!
You could also just say no, it doesn't.
That's exactly what I say, yeah. And you'd have lost your legendary points.
was
Isn't
it?
it? Funny. Systems, please. You're locking on a
So
weapon.
it'd be a 3,
11.
11.
4.
Nice.
That's nice.
Oh,
Same total.
What did you get for powering up? Systems, please.
I need to roll something to push things on.
Because you don't want to overtax things.
11.
11? Yeah, you don't go, we're going to go to 11! You don't do it all at once, you
Oh.
just do it carefully so that things don't get overpowered and short. Because this isn't your ship, you don't really know if
So funny. They see it all power up and then a headlight in front goes.
Yeah, your
Space.
little LED just like pops
Oh.
out. You're not doing jack all in the way of helping, everything seems to be going fine. So much
Yeah.
of concern.
I was standing in the main computer bank waiting
I
for it
need
to go
you
wrong.
to make a communications check for me, please. Since you are on comms. I'll make the check slightly easier because you've got your hat plugged in.
8.
8. You become immediately aware, just as like everything powers up, just as you yell like go and everything locks on, that you have a responding lock.
Responding lock.
I think they noticed
They've
this.
locked onto us too.
Oh, okay.
How many locks are on us though?
Guys, there's a missile lock on us as well, just so you know.
Tell them to prepare to be boarded.
Hey sailor, we're prepared to be boarded.
Master Hearty, prepare to be boarded.
As you guys have like powered up and you can now see things ahead of you, you can see that there is DJ Moon's ship and it is docked with a slightly smaller ship.
Mm-hmm.
How many missiles are locked on us?
Well, if it's an even smaller ship than DJ Moon's, it can't be a lot because DJ
It's
Moon's
quite a
ship is small.
small ship. It's not
So-
like
This must be like a single person, tiny little thing.
pod. It's small. It's not a pod, but it is small. You can't really tell from your 8. You just know that you are locked.
We're locked, I don't know how many.
Cool. Send them the message.
You can come back up. That's fine.
I send them a message
Climb back out the
saying,
server.
howdy friends!
Are
No,
you
prepare to be
texting
boarded.
them?
Accelerate to
Yeah.
Cumming
Yeah,
Street. There's two tiny left pods.
Sorry, I
Howdy
saw your
friends.
fingers going. Are you texting them?
Yes. Howdy
What?
friends!
God damn it. We're like rolling into this with the Titanic against a pair of little like inflatable ribs. Just ram the bastards. Two birds, one enormous stone.
I would like to add, you don't actually have any weapons.
Don't need them. We
Yeah.
just ram the
I don't
bastards.
actually.
So they can't fire
If we
you
ram
before you
them,
get to
we
them.
could actually kill them
Doesn't even have
because
stoppers.
they don't have
So-
bulkheads.
Howdy friends, we'd like to talk.
Prepare to be boarded. That's the message.
We would like to board and talk to you.
No, not what you would like.
No,
we
no,
are
no,
going to.
that's fine. That's the message. She's been very polite and very.
I'm being
genial.
polite to begin with.
You get a voice message back. You basically he opens up comms because he's like, what the fuck?
I'll say I'm moving to like actually board them anyway, regardless of what they
That's
say.
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
We would like to formally request relations with y'all. Roll up alongside, boy. When did Howdy come?
Voice comes across. DJ Moon. So, I mean, come on, really? I mean, I'm just meeting up with my boy. I mean, come on. What's wrong with you?
We need to talk to your boy.
Hang on a minute, and you hear him like talk off, and you can just see him talking very, very quietly. You can't pick out the words particularly. He's obviously gone off to the other end of the ship. Comes back and he says, "All right, He says, "Yeah, fine. Just let me disembark my ship, and then you can come over here. Hang on." Pulls out weapon lock trucks.
Excellent.
Fire all torpedoes! Bonk.
You are not on weapons. You're welcome to do this if you want.
No, Ennis, let's board.
I've been moving out to board with them all along. Yeah, it's just
Excellent.
Like, yeah.
Let's board.
So, I guess boarding check. Ooh.
Rolling.
I can't.
Damn it, boy!
I have no legendary.
Before I even asked to roll anything.
Wasn't going to ask you to roll.
Okay.
But what did you get?
Well, I didn't because he knocked me out of the way to take the check for me.
Go on then. What are you doing?
Don't botch.
Trying to board.
Yeah.
So botch.
Yeah. I see that basically, like, he's got, rather than the conventional method of flying near and then dealing with airlocks, he's gone. He's only opened the outer doors, but I'm just like, damn it, boy, what are you doing? Hooray!
That was at least 2 times better than what I got.
Yeah.
Oh man. Honestly,
Being this is an agility, it's a 5.
Which
But
is
being entirely
5 times
untutored
better
in
than mine.
piloting, still
Wow. You knock the boy out of the way, and you just smash against the side of their ship, and you say, feel it through the entire ship, the vibrations.
God. He's not
Seeing
going to
as
be
ramming
happy.
them was my plan anyway, I'm not too worried about
He's
this.
not going to be happy.
Roll intimidate.
We're so pro.
We're now so close. It doesn't matter if he gets a weapon lock. He will die too.
Have
It's
you
the
turned off your
Raven.
weapon lock, by the way? I'm
No.
not asking you. Have you turned off the weapon lock?
No.
I haven't at the moment. No one asked me to.
Good to know.
Jesus is his weapon lock.
Alright, you grind against the side of this ship.
Do
Running
I hear
up against the
anything
dude,
on?
it's not the
Do I
first
hear
time, it
anything
won't
on
be the
comms?
You don't really. They sort of turn the comms off.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't really hear.
But we can
anything,
imagine
but
them
you
being
can
like,
feel-
bloody hell.
Yes.
This is the equivalent of like having like, yeah, park next to me, and then just go.
Yeah. It's not the prettiest parking you guys have ever performed. And just
So
be
it's like
glad
that
it's
time
not
in
the
Asda.
dirty way. Yes, it's exactly that time in Asda. Alright, okay, you
Oops.
guys grind up against the side of the ship, and your airlock eventually engages after a couple of like missed hits, and eventually you just hear like DJ Moon's like, just keep your ship still. He comes and docks with you. just stay
So
still.
basically, we just do like a long, dirty grind and then twerk it.
Yeah. You're fairly certain you've done some damage to some of the antennas, and you can tell that you have done that because already there is some static building on DJ Moon's channel.
In fact, I
It's
was
just the
attempting to
big
dock with the
box
Raven ship, not DJ Moon's.
when
Yeah.
he told you to dock with his ship.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted to dock with the Ravens, then that's fine, but you'll get a really like retarded message of what the hell are you doing grinding against someone else's ship.
It'd be so funny if you actually had like a docking tube and we're just like sitting there, bonk, bonk, bonk.
Okay. Well, yeah, he
Just
eventually.
can't find the right hole.
Alright, so they dock with your ship. Are you guys all gonna be ready to waiting at the airlock, or are you
Yes.
gonna stay spread out, or what?
I'm going
hand
to
on
I'm
the
probably
gun.
with my gun.
I'm
Pointing
I'm
at the
going
airlock.
with my flamethrower.
You're going with your
Just
flamethrower.
stand with a
Else,
flamethrower
yeah.
in the back, like,
Let's face it,
sup.
I don't need to worry about aiming.
I've got
If I don't like
I've
what
got
they
my
say,
big
I
mama
just
in my
use
hand,
it.
just aimed at the airlock, going.
Alright, so we have two armed and dangerous ready at this airlock. What about the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna do a cartwheel into the.
It's not open yet. I'm figuring out how you guys are getting ready to like get into this shit.
Get a cartwheel into the closed door.
Oh my god. Roll a d6 for me.
Why? 5.
You take 5 points of damage.
Why?
You just cartwheeled into a door!
No, why is he doing
Oh,
that?
okay,
as
right.
well? I'd be
Alright.
sitting there like ready with my hand, my gun's here, boom.
Because
So what are you
I'd
doing?
already said I'd cartwheel.
Just
so
standing at
I'm
the door with
gonna
my hand
do
and
it.
my gun.
You're ready to shoot someone, just haven't got your gun out. What are you doing?
I am going to bring Smugsy's hose with me, and I'm just going to like have it on my shoulder
Like a badass.
Alright, I need to know who's at, well, apart from the fellow who's just like basically dumped against the door as a very rude knocking mechanism. Who's like taking front and centre? or
I'll
are you
kneel at the
standing
front
side
because
by
I've
side?
got a flamethrower. It makes sense for me to be at the front.
So you're gonna go
Otherwise,
front
I'm
and centre.
firing a flamethrower past someone else, which seems like
Okay.
a really
I'm
bad
gonna,
idea.
I'm gonna be hiding behind him.
I feel like this is a very threatening way of opening the doors to them.
Too late.
I'm just going to
And
stand to
as
the
you
immediate
consider
left of the door.
Yeah, as you consider that actually maybe we don't need to do this. The door's open and we're going to take a 10-minute break because I need to take a whiz before I have to summon up the ability to do DJ Moon and whoever his partner.
The
is.
Raven.
It may not be the Raven.
It's
Just-
clearly the Raven. It's clearly the
We're
Raven.
making assumptions.
Or it's
We're
going to be
all
Helena.
We're like, get on the floor, Raven! And it's like, no, I'm the owl.
And on that note, we're going to go take our 10-minute break. I timed that poorly because I'm just finishing off a donut.
Stuff it in
There is
there.
no
fine.
bad time to eat a donut.
There is one who's got to explain what's happening next.
Nope. I refuse to accept that logic. It means we are saved from terror for a few
So
moments.
embarrassing. Okay. The doors open up and you see DJ Moon standing there. He's changed his wine shirt 'cause it's been a few hours since you saw him last and probably went to sleep. And you see it's just him, just in the entrance. You can't really see much further into his room. He's like, whoa, come on, it's just me. I haven't got any weapons. See, nothing up my sleeves. He like shakes his arm around. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. He doesn't have any sleeves.
I'd like to have a chat with your guest, if you don't mind.
Where's your boy?
Whoa. There's no need to get horribly snarky about it. Man, it's just not. And he backs up against the thing and what are you guys doing?
I'm sprawled
Can
on
You're
the
just going to
floor.
walk
I'm
in?
going to
Yeah.
walk past him. Yeah.
Walk in, yeah.
Are people walking over me as I'm...
Yes.
I assume you've got up by this stage. You've had like 10, 15 seconds since you hit the door.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unless you
Yeah,
actually
you
come in
have
yourself.
you literally had enough time to get to your feet. Like,
Well, seeing as I'm standing like against the wall, immediately to the left of the door, I just grab you by the leg and drag you out of the way. God's
get out of the way.
for Christ's sake.
Alright, you're going in first. As you go in with your, I assume, are you still pointing your weapon at the good DJ Moon?
No, DJ Moon's not the one I'm concerned about at all. So yeah, I'm just going to walk past DJ Moon and sweep the rest of the room just to see where if I see the rain.
As you
How
go
literally are you
into the room,
sweeping this?
as you go into the room and you look to your left, there's just stuff, and if you look to the right, you see like the bed area and with the thing, and you see a young man sitting on the bed, just very calmly, very patiently, and he's wearing like the green with the black stripes and the hood. He hasn't got the hood up; he's got the hood down.
I'm going to just like Lola, like, do you recognise him?
I look at him.
I want you both to take perception checks.
Do I recognise this person I've never seen?
Do you know a guy?
Do you
Please
know a
say
guy?
it's Danny! Please say it's Danny!
Does he know a
Take a
guy?
roll.
Crit!
You crit. Definitely is the. Now that you see him with, you would recognise those kind of like the eyes and the kind of lower jaw from anywhere.
Yeah.
Now you can see them in proper light with that hood on.
Yeah.
You're pretty convinced this is him.
7.
Right.
You got a 7. He looks really familiar to you
Does he look like looking in a mirror?
because you said he's not identical.
No, he's
Fine,
not.
no.
But, okay.
I reckon it's Danny.
Would I draw that connection in my head? Does he look like Danny used to look if he got older, or does he look something, or does he just look like someone kind of familiar?
There is on your crit and the fact that being who he is, he looks not quite like looking in a mirror. He's like a slightly different version of you,
Okay.
and you can see the familiar resemblance immediately.
Can I...
But he doesn't seem to
well?
have, with your crit, doesn't seem to have any recognition on his face at all.
Can I
What's
do
that?
the check as well?
Yeah, sure.
11?
Yeah, you feel it straight in your chest. This is him. But riding your crit, he doesn't seem to recognise Ennis at all.
Hello. I lower my gun. Hello.
It's nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you again too.
Again.
I don't know my gun.
You already know I've met him.
Well, nobody's relayed that he's the Raven yet. I'm just like, who is he?
I already told on the ship it was the Raven.
But you think it's a Raven. Like, but is it?
You can make that assumption from the.
Anyway.
Oh, nice to see you again.
Oh, a cucumber.
Anyway.
When you said, I think it... Deppid thinks it's him as in the Raven or him as in Danny?
It's your choice.
You don't know the Raven.
So it has to be Danny.
It's Danny. You think it's Danny. So you have all gone through some extreme lengths. You threatened my partner here. So
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry.
yeah, am I lowering your weapons?
I already have. I've already put my
He looks
weapon
at
away.
I never
Ennis.
took mine out.
Seriously, lower your weapon.
Lower your weapon.
I'll lower it
Ennis.
slightly. But
Lower
like,
it completely,
so I
Ennis.
could bring it up again quickly if I need to.
Lower it completely.
What, this guy who was paid to come kill you?
Lower it now.
If I had actually wanted her dead and I decided the case, she would be dead. And you can see that DJ moved, and if you're paying attention, he's just wandered off to the other end of the room. He just immediately, as soon as he starts talking, you see he gets a bit edgy and just.
Is that the end of the room with the weapons?
No, the end of
Okay.
the because Danny, the Raven, he's sitting at the other end with all the weapons.
It's
Danny.
Danny!
I told you as much. Fuck's sake. Danny's on.
I know, I was
He looks like
looking
he's
so
running.
like...
Oh, come on.
Don't
How many
reveal.
more fucking ambush do I need to drop?
I know.
And yeah, so yeah, DJ
Damn
Moon
it,
goes
all
to
that
the other
time
end of
and
the
it
room.
was theory number 1.
I know, I've been like happily laughing. You guys came up with more elaborate stuff. You nailed it in one. What the fuck are you looking for? You've gone to extreme lengths to come and find me, threaten my partner, which I don't appreciate. So, what do you want?
Well, we didn't really appreciate our partner being threatened either.
Is she dead?
Is he dead?
No.
Well, then. Touche.
Even Stevens, as it
Yes.
was.
He's still sitting down. He's not. He's sitting there like as if he's sitting on a royal throne. He just doesn't.
Do you mind if I sit?
Sure. Just steps and offers you the bed.
Thank you.
Just pulls the chair and like takes his carefully folded clothes. And he puts them at the end of the bed and swings the chair around and sits down. You can see that he's clearly armed.
Okay.
He has more than 2 small weapons on him, which you can see. You can see combat knives in both his boots.
So how close are you sitting to him?
I'm sitting on the bed,
Are
so
you sitting between me and him, or are you just sitting off to one side?
I'm sitting between you and him.
The bed's
A little
against the
bit.
wall. She can't sit between you and anyone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, because I'm
So-
not pointing my gun at him, but I still have my flamethrower ready.
For example, if this is the room, the bed's there, you're probably here, and he's probably here.
So when we're doing things down here, do them up here so the camera can see.
Sorry. Okay, so if this is the room,
Pretend there's an
bed
imaginary
is
whiteboard in the
here,
middle.
Ennis is here, and the Raven is here. Danny, yeah.
Demonstrate.
Let's go. Yeah, so basically, like, yeah, just in case he decides to like try and grab you hostage or anything.
Mm-hmm. Basically, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't on your hit list. We weren't on your hit list anymore.
We cool.
I did something I've only done once before, which is refuse a mission. So I met you. You intrigued me. Your companions intrigued me. I thought there may have been someone I knew, but clearly not.
Can I ask you something about yourself?
Yeah, in a moment. What?
Oh, it was a quick cucumber, actually.
Okay.
I couldn't remember the name of Maeve's partner.
John.
Hugh.
John.
Hugh or John?
Hugh. I've got it written in
I
the
was
letter.
just going to say, him.
Maeve and Hugh.
Do the names Hugh and Maeve mean anything to you?
They do.
How significantly?
Significantly enough. Why?
Because Hugh and Maeve are his parents.
Yeah.
Have you just realised this too?
Well, it was fairly apparent that this guy, this was Danny. But I'm now also aware that Danny's now clearly been flying around for quite a long time, knowing, if he's been watching us closely, knowing who I am, and
He might not necessarily know. Really.
I thought you meant whether you just realised that they're actually your parents as well. I was like,
no.
pretty sure you know this.
No, because he hadn't figured out that's his brother yet. I'm not going to figure that out now, so that's fine.
I think as soon as I came on, I'd realised that, hang on, this is Danny. Hang on, Danny's the Raven. Danny's been flying around the system for almost as long as I have, if not longer.
And not looking for me? What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of
You
feeling a
got
bit like
betrayed.
I'm kind of feeling a bit like that now because it's like,
Oh.
well, yeah, this guy could have
I
come and
don't-
found me whenever. I've not exactly made myself secret. I'm renowned throughout the sector.
You
Probably
genuinely
even
are.
Yeah.
knows the name of your ship.
Yeah, I'm probably
I
kind of common knowledge. I'm probably the most well-known person on the ship.
Yeah.
Is your name Danny?
Yes, I don't go by that name anymore. My name is Dan. You're their offspring. You look quite old for a 14-year-old.
Yeah, same for you.
Well, he stands up and puts his hand out to you. He's like, "Hello, little brother."
Little brother.
I'll shift the flamer down, like, reach out and shake his hand.
So, what's your name?
Ennis.
Cool. Did they not speak of me, or do you know I existed, or
Well, I've been looking for you for a bloody long time.
are they okay? I checked in and seen that they're alive every now and then.
You've been and spoken to them.
No. By the time no.
I assume you're aware you're both twins, right?
Excuse me.
You're twins.
You're twins. You're exactly the same age.
I'm just standing in
You're
this room
twins.
fighting the urge to go, damn it, boy!
Do it.
Did you get synergy with the Raven? Damn it, boy! Slag!
You're twins! Really? Damn it, boy! Look at him!
Taking a stat roll. Actually, taking a post grapple roll.
Oh god! Reroll!
Yeah,
No,
legendary.
don't, that's amazing.
No! No, I'll actually use a goddamn legendary.
Sure.
12.
15. As soon as you go to slap him, he grabs your arm and flips you, and you basically head down to the ground. One arm back behind your back.
He's better at this than you, boy!
Well done, Dan.
Take a legendary point for that. That's too funny.
Get your legendary
See?
point back.
Yeah, you get it back.
That's my godson.
Refund.
I'm afraid I don't remember you. Are you done trying to hit me? I'll let you up if you are.
Sorry, instinct. It
Yes.
motivates that one.
Let you go.
So what do you remember before the arc?
I remember my parents are Maeve and John. I
Yeah.
remember that I have an aunt, possibly, or an uncle. Maybe both.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. And then I woken apparently only a few days after. Not much memory of anything.
Okay.
Something went wrong.
What have you been doing since you woke up? Well, I
You
mean,
know who the Raven is, right?
well, yeah. I mean, how did you get into that line of work?
How did you become the Raven? It's the same as how did you become the captain of the... Not the captain. How did you become a member of the Danny Boy?
Well, to look for him.
Well, yeah, but...
It's a long question I don't really want to share.
Right, okay. But you're not hunting for us then?
No, as I said, I was intrigued your name had come up when I was keeping out on Maeve and Hugh. I thought perhaps my uncle or my aunt were with you on that crew, being the ship was called the Danny Boy, and I was incorrect. So
Your brother was on the crew, and
Probably
your
so.
aunt was actually in charge of us.
It's your aunt's ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
interesting.
So we're actually
12
trying to
years
find as
killing
well.
people and gathering intelligence. You didn't know an awful lot about yourself, do you?
I don't need to. I survived. I found the only family I give a crap about. Looks like a crossover at the Jimmy. So
That's an awesome partner for you to have. He is pretty awesome.
Are
He's
you
alright.
interested in reconnecting with your family?
well, I've only met you, apparently my twin. I thought I would have remembered that, but apparently not.
I would have
And
too.
he does look a bit sceptical, like really.
No,
he
like
gets the brother thing,
non-identical.
but he doesn't get the twin.
Ennis is probably looking a bit pissed.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Non-identical twins, obviously, but
Yeah.
twins, nonetheless.
I'm your godfather.
In fact,
Wait,
we were all there the day you were born.
I wasn't.
You were.
You were.
Was
All
I?
in the
Yeah,
same
you were on the
room.
moon.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, because Mavis went into labour
Yeah.
when the world blew up and you were all there.
Oh,
Yes.
This is making me rather awkward.
Yeah.
Yes.
The father assisted in your delivery, I believe.
I did, yes.
Anyway, moving back away from really, really weird topics. Let's give him a glare. Are you? So, are you currently working any jobs?
I am, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take it. I've just had a sudden change in my orders. That's why Pete's here.
Okay, well, we have a job for you if you're interested.
Oh, do we?
Well, we'd like to be able to track down Helena.
Oh.
Yeah.
The best assassin in the quadrant will probably be very good at.
Helena is who I'm after.
Oh, well then, yeah, we'd like to find her.
Not to kill her.
She's your aunt.
She's your aunt.
Probably going to be refusing that mission too then.
Yeah.
2 in a row. Kind of spoil your reputation.
Yes,
Was it
makes
for the
rather
guns?
awkward. Sorry?
Was it for the guns?
Yes.
They've had a bit
Well,
of a change in leadership
I wouldn't
recently.
worry about
Initially
that.
it was for the guns, and I had a order maybe a few hours day previous to change a hunt and retrieve to a kill.
Yes, you
Who
can
changed
probably.
it? Who made the new order?
New management, Jerry.
Fitzroy.
Yes, I thought he would take
Or not.
over. See, we kind of removed the old management. They were
Happens
getting a
with the
bit
new
annoying.
ones.
40. Yes.
What?
41 I refuse and not to have a problem with, but 40 is a bit more of a problem.
I'm confused. What?
Big Daddy.
Lineage.
Big
He's
Daddy
the big
Fitzroy.
Don, not the little Don.
Oh,
Yeah.
41 was the one who's married to Gertie, and
Right.
40 is her father-in-law.
okay.
He's the one with the real power.
He's the psychotic fuck who owns half of the system.
Yes.
Okay.
So, have you got any way of finding her yet?
I have some leads.
Can we help?
Will you kill her if we do?
It would be... I don't play well with others. Never really hunted as a group. It's a lot more difficult to be sneaky when you have other people with you.
Mm.
The only reason you found me was because I was coming here to meet someone else.
Does make a good point.
Yes.
Well,
Tough shit, learn.
you could find her and report back to us.
Here's our mobile.
I don't need it.
I'm pretty certain you can find us.
Probably, yeah.
Wherever you are, I can find you, don't worry.
Okay.
Right, well, then we'll beat your mothers.
I have a feeling you and I aren't going to get on very well.
Don't
Ah,
worry.
join
He
the
doesn't
club.
get on with your mother either, don't worry.
Doesn't get on with many
Big
people.
ass bruise. Like, that was your mum.
Even Gertie tried to have him shot.
Yeah, that didn't go so well for her.
No, we shot her instead.
It's a good plan. I will do what I can to hunt her down, but as I say, I have some leads, but they're not particularly promising.
Yeah.
She's covered her tracks pretty well. She was, funny enough, in the ship you're in.
Yeah, no, that's why we now own her.
Did you find anything of use?
There's a guy called Rickett, Gendal. He might have some more information. We've got a meeting scheduled with him for a month's time. Unless you fancy trying to talk to him before then.
I have that's a lead I had across. You might as well take that. I have another I can try. I only had 2. I'll go for the other and you track this one down. It will take me quite a while. I think they're pretty far underground.
So just to clarify, do we have your word that you're not going to kill her, Helena, on sight?
If she's my aunt, no.
She is your aunt.
What about my uncle, the other?
Uncle.
I don't know. I just have memories of names and an aunt and an uncle, possibly. A male
Do you have an uncle?
relative, anyway.
I'm aware of.
What?
Oh.
I just continue just to give you a cold stare.
Do you remember the name of the uncle?
I didn't even know the name of my aunt.
Okay.
I didn't even remember I had a twin, a brother.
The penny
Okay.
drops for tepid.
It might be Mac that you're remembering.
Yeah.
You with
I've
Helena?
worked with your very closely. You saw us at work a lot. We were good friends. You may remember destroying the hope of all humanity.
Sorry?
I'm sorry, what?
They killed the Ark.
Yeah.
Out of character. They did not kill the Ark.
It was
You
him!
fucked it up.
It was him! I blame this one!
It seemed like an infant at the time.
There
Yeah.
were 8.
No,
yeah.
And one of them was caught by Helena, and one of them got in and fucked with the control panels.
You didn't catch him. It's your goddamn fault.
Oh, yeah.
Helena caught the other
I blame
one.
you!
Don't blame me.
I blame
Okay.
you, and vicariously you!
Well, there's not much we can do about that now.
I know. Ultimately, it kind of saved my life, but still. I just thought you should know.
And then once
Huge weight
once
off your
everything's
shoulders.
all settled down, you and your family can have a nice sit down meal.
Yes.
I
Oh, yes.
Your mother's an excellent cook. I hear.
Is she gonna
She'll be
I can't
really happy to see
go
you.
back to her now like this?
Well, we'll be at her
You've got a
pub,
change
so
of clothes.
come there when you got some information.
She doesn't need to know what you do.
Yeah.
Only that we found you.
To be fair,
Dress down
she didn't give a
clothes.
shit what he did. Similar line of work.
She doesn't actually know what I do. She thinks I'm a salvager.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you just come in dress down clothes and just say, "Look, we found Danny."
I will think on that.
No rush.
She'll be really happy to see you.
You don't have to say who you are.
Yeah.
Well, you can contact us there. I'll go back and wash it.
Excuse me. And he'll follow you out.
Okay.
I've apparently pissed you off. Does my job bother you?
No, you can go around killing people. That's fine. I'll sort of throw my phone barrier down to a bench.
Little tantrum.
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry I don't remember you.
Okay. I'm glad we got that done.
So are we okay?
Whose ship you are?
Oh,
We're there, yeah. He just walked past you guys like, what's
Yeah.
going after him?
It's gone into the ship.
Wait, let him do this first. Unless you're following that, wait for him to do this first.
yeah. Well, yeah. I kind of spent like the last 12 years looking for you. Kind of thought the news would have travelled by now. I've kind of everyone I've rescued out of Cryopod I've asked if they knew about you.
I didn't even remember my name when I first came up. It took me many years to remember that and to remember Maeve and Hugh.
Okay. Well, come back to the farm once you've got this information out, and we'll talk more then.
If you stop, seriously stop. Well, now the more I see you, the more I kind of believe we are brothers. Take this, and he pulls out from like one of his holsters, he flips out a pretty nice looking gun, like a fucking amazing looking gun. Small gun.
I'll kind of reach out and take it. I'll look at it.
Dibs.
Thanks.
It's, if you get any trouble, use it, don't die. And under the grip, there's my contact number for my ship.
Okay.
Just only use it in emergency.
Alright.
And if you find Helena before me, shout. From what I've gathered, Helena seems to be a decent person. Is she?
Yeah. She's the best.
Okay. Well, good luck. We'll see each other again.
Yeah. If you need stuff, I'm sure you can track me down.
Puts out a hand. Is like, do we shake hands or hug? I've never had a.
I'll give him a hug.
Oh.
He's very hesitant at first, and then he just like relaxes into it and just gives you a big hug. And then as you pull apart, you see that there's that tiny recognition in his eye. He's like,
Yeah.
I'll catch you later. And he walks back onto the ship. He's like,
Don't die before I next see you.
that's my plan. So what are you guys still doing on my ship?
We'll leave. Thanks. Nice to see you again.
I'm gonna put my hand out.
You shake your hand. So you're my godfather, right?
Yes.
Pretty ironic, you being a man of the cloth and all.
Yes. I have my own faith. I'll show him my gun.
The staple gun.
No. Not
Sammy, you may take the god of all and then you punch it.
Yes!
Well played, young lady.
I'm on a mission from God to keep paper together. Collate that shit.
I quickly change it for my actual gun.
I respect a man who
Stay
Organises his paperwork.
Wow, you guys are such assholes.
Keeps his shit in order.
Having a moment, we ruined it.
Fucking assholes.
I'm sorry.
When we say about not ruining the moment,
I'm sorry.
Zero, bastards. I'm glad you have a good weapon. Keep it clean.
Will do indeed.
Layers.
See you again.
Is everyone leaving? Do you want
Yes.
to try and talk to
Yeah.
Danny or the other one?
As I'm on my way out, I'm just, to DJ Moon, I'm just like, glad I didn't shoot you.
Yeah, man, that's pretty good. Pretty good, you man.
Oh, could you give us sort of a shout out on your next show? Sort of the Gold Telescope crew.
Nah.
Oh well,
I don't
thank
do
you.
shouts, I do news.
Thank you for the signature.
I just like walk up and it's like, thanks for looking after him. His mum will be so pleased.
Oh, he's not taking me home to meet the mum, and to be fair, I'm not going to take her to meet my mum either. She said so. Yeah.
We've told him where she is. Maybe soon.
Yeah, maybe. Well,
We can have that drink there.
yeah, I don't know how he's going to feel about that. May not be too happy about that, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, definitely a drink at some point. Get off my shit.
Bye!
Might start a website, get the fuck out of here. Alright, you guys go aboard your ship, I guess.
Mhm.
You all there? Good, excellent.
I'll be back in the pilot seat already.
You now have a flawless small gun.
I'm gonna when you come back in, the polished revolver is sitting on your seat.
Ooh. It's not silent though.
Wow, my
Well, I
shopping
could
list
use
is
that
getting
one.
smaller.
There are other things you can buy for him.
Mm.
So I know what you're purchasing.
1 second. So what? It's flawless pistol.
Yep, flawless pistol.
Every bastard gets something for it. Apart from me. Steal things from corpses.
This was stolen from a corpse as well.
It's silenced.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, sheesh.
Well, at least we've completed one aim of our mission. To find Danny.
I think that was,
His
and
name's
it's
Dan now.
his main.
Yeah, we found Danny.
Yeah,
It's
Dan.
super objective.
Yeah, Danny.
Danny.
There's nothing
Danny.
called Danny.
Little Danny boy.
Little Danny.
And what condition was it? Sorry, it's
Flawless.
flawless.
It's fucking flawless. man.
Bling.
Bling as fuck. It's flawless, but it's not shiny.
Okay.
It's kind of like dull metal, so it doesn't reflect very well.
Yeah, so it's deliberately like stealth, basically.
It's also silenced. I'm not going to give you any other high power ratings on that.
Okay. Do we know what clip size it is, or?
Yep. It's TD12, right? Fuck it, it's an 18.
Okay, 18.
It's good. You rolled a 2.
I was going to give him a shit gun. It's brother's gun.
Cool.
And you note that there's actually any other things on there we need to know about?
Does he put his contact details on all of his guns?
No.
No, I
Well,
think it's
maybe.
Happens to have
Yeah.
had a gun with his contact details on
He
it.
may have just slipped into it as he was walking through, to be fair.
Mm.
I assume, like, being a stealthy person, you're pretty good with sleight of hand.
So I assumed it would be like engraved on it rather than just slipped in.
Mm.
Don't know.
It might just be on a little like slip of card or something that's like screwed underneath one of the
Maybe that's his
handplates.
business card. Just like it has hundreds of guns.
To be fair, if you just slip someone a clip with a contact number on it, no one's going to search that, are they?
Mm.
If someone's boarding you looking for information.
Are
they'll
you
be like,
looking?
"Look,
Are you going to try and look for this information or?
Yeah, well, I would have checked it. I assume as soon as my brother gave it to me, so I could
Yep.
like check where it was.
Basically, you know, like the kind of like face plates you have on them.
Yeah.
Is like you find that one's slightly loose and it takes you like half a second to undo it, and you find it's actually just engraved on the back of that.
Okay, cool. I'll just cover it over and make sure it's like not going to come loose accidentally.
Yep. Also, looking over the gun, you can see that there are like 4 like notches engraved on the back part of it, the same way that he had bands on his arm.
Okay. Cool. So I assume is it D8 plus? So what difference is the flawless have?
Well, if it's the same as my one,
It's just plus.
it'd be attack is D12 plus
That's
small guns plus 2.
D12. I'll lose D8.
I think it's just
D8.
plus 2. Isn't
That's
it?
the attack,
Polished.
but damage.
Cucumber, I wonder if the 4 patches
is
is one for his
D8
mum, one for his dad,
plus-
one for his aunt, and one
Yeah.
for his
Small
uncle.
guns plus 3.
Roll a d4. Sorry.
Okay, 3.
Roll a d4.
Just keep the dice out.
'Cause it's going to be noisy when I put them all back in.
It's fine. We can
One.
read it off.
You gain 1 point in intellect.
1 point in intellect.
Because I don't want to give her another legendary point for figuring something out.
Oh.
You just figure it out.
I just figured out the 4 stripes. One for his mum, one for his dad, one for his aunt, one for his uncle. Apparently, you. One-
None for his brother.
When you say one,
So you actually say that out loud? Because if you say that out loud, I'm going to punch you as hard as I can in the face.
when you say 1 point in intellect, does that mean 43 to 44 or
43 to 44.
Okay.
I'm not giving you 4 points of intellect.
Oh.
Jesus. Flawless is +2 to attack mod, +3 to damage.
Yeah,
3 to
that's
this.
the same,
Oh,
as,
I don't know.
same as what I
I'm
said.
now as intelligent as you.
Yes!
Fine.
Yeah.
So I just didn't want to give you yet another fucking legendary point. You know, you
Oh, I
got one,
wanted
so
another legendary point.
tough.
We've only got 3.
I've only got 1 now.
So we got one left. Yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah, you found all that shit about your gun, which is pretty rad and fucking cool. You guys are back on the ship. What do you guys do? You fairly easily know that the DJ Moon ship locks back up with the Raven ship, and the Raven ship just they seem to be docked for a very short amount of time, and then off it goes.
Can we not start calling him Danny?
Tell me what you want.
Probably best we call him the Raven.
Oh.
Because, if anyone overhears us.
No one's going to know who Danny is. He
Yeah.
doesn't even go by it when he uses the name.
Too bad, true.
Everyone knows who the
There's
Raven
no,
is if they've heard of him.
Don't mix and match names. If you're going to use one, use one. Not.
Yeah,
Danny
If someone
now.
hears you call him Raven, then Danny later on. It's going to be
exactly. Therefore, we should continue to call him Danny.
okay. Danny's fine.
It's your brother. You call him what you want.
I'm off to the shrine.
Pock nugget. Oh god. All right.
He
Yeah,
spent
so
12 years frustrating you. Come up with an insulting nickname.
I love the fact you're like encouraging me to be like outraging at my brother.
no.
Of the two of you, I prefer you.
Is there anything else?
Mark, slightly.
Slightly.
From a Rick and Morty moment.
I want two of you to make perception checks. 2 of you to make medic checks for me.
I'll make a
And the
medic
last
check.
person you can choose.
Crit for perception.
I botched my medic check.
7
I'm gonna
for
do
perception.
medic.
12.
Perception. You 2 did medic.
Mm-hmm.
You 2 did medic. You 2 did perception. What do you do?
Medic.
You done medic. So
No, you got
You've
3
gone
medics.
two
really
extra.
confused.
Wait, what?
I just did the extra one, I guess. I botched anyway, so Matt.
You botched, so you see, I'm recognise you're too enamoured by the fact you just met your twin.
thought
who
you two
doesn't
were doing
apparently
perception.
seem to
I did
remember
perception. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
Spreadsheet.
why I got the
Yes,
choose.
medic.
Yes, he'd actually. I rolled for a medic as well.
Yeah, no, but you said that the last person
just
gets
like
to choose.
yeah, the last person gets to choose.
Yeah,
so
so I
you get to
chose
roll
medic.
Yeah, you chose medic.
Yeah.
Right, so what did you 2 get on medics?
12.
12 and
10.
12 and 10. Probably not quite high enough to see at this stage. What did you get?
Crit.
Crit and
7.
you noticed that as you were sitting on the bed and like looking around and like paying attention to stuff, you caught out the corner of your eye that you could see like under the chair in which he had all these things stacked, and we moved these things, he left them behind. There was actually a box of medicine, and they looked very strangely much like the stuff that Helene used to take. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put this in there. So.
Okay.
Kind of a lot like the drugs that you found when you were going through all of Helene's stuff, when you found like the old amphetamines and stuff
Yeah,
like
found
that,
the
and
empty
all the other
packs
kind
of
of
drugs,
drugs.
yeah.
Yeah, you see that in the corner. Like, I just couldn't remember if I'd given you this information, but not. So. It's what happens when I haven't prepped anything.
Okay.
Good shit.
Trying to work out whether I tell Ennis.
Yeah, would you say or not?
It's up to you. You're the only one. What did you get, Jay?
7.
Yeah, you wouldn't have noticed.
No.
It's a bit too low.
I decide to confide in Mac privately.
Oh,
To be fair,
Try and find out what Mac
if
would
you
do.
want to give it to the most
Alright.
closed-mouthed person, he is the one
I
to go
am
for.
going to give you two a synergy right now because this is just fucking hilarious as shit.
I would talk to Mac though, because
Yep, I'm giving
I
you
go
two
out
synergy.
drinking with Mac.
No, gal pal.
Drinking buddies.
Gal pals.
Please be drinking buddies.
Yeah, you get drinking buddies. That's what you call it. I don't know if I need to give it to you knowledge or charisma. Oh, that's got to be in charisma, isn't it? It'll be like a wingman related thing. Okay, when you two are together and you are doing like the insight type check, you two have a +2
+2 to what?
to like a perception check if you're like trying to perceive something about someone.
Okay.
But
You
you
like
have to be
double team
together.
them.
Yeah, basically like you two like look at each other and go, do you think that? Like actually, yeah, I think that. Maybe that too. Just without that silent conversation.
Okay.
This is the girl pal thing. Yeah, you get to do that. That
Alright.
conversation you have in your mind. This is what you two get.
Okay.
I believe that's you completely out of synergy, right? Yeah. So you can get no more.
Alright.
Yes, there's 2 synergy partners.
Okay.
Is that just from people or like situations?
Just from people.
too?
Just no, yeah, fuck it. From situations and people, yeah.
So basically, drinking buddies is us sitting bitching about things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you two sit and bitch about things suddenly become clearer.
Okay, so I pull Mac into one of the private areas of the ship.
There's plenty of them. Okay. Is someone piloting the ship right now? Is
Yeah,
it
I'm
moving?
piloting it.
Where are you going to?
Back to the farm.
Okay, you're just going to show us the fun.
Well, back to the barn, yeah.
Don't we have a lead that we need to chase?
In 20 days.
26 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, 28 days, 26 days for the egg.
Also, we've kind of like, I gesture around at the completely stripped down to the wall ship, like we've kind of stripped this thing bare, doing what we've done to pursue.
I think we need to go shopping.
No.
You're correct. We would do like the
Well, if we
the
go
catch-up
back
things.
to retire, then we can do
Yeah.
shopping there.
So we're going to
Well,
do
we'll
this
also pick up
conversation and then we'll do the jump forward in time I was talking about
Yeah.
last week. So
Yeah.
right, go for it.
Okay, we I see she's like, I want to talk to you, and I just go like, I gesture into my quarters, which is now just like essentially cushioned.
You say quarters. It's a bunk. It's hot bunking.
Yeah.
You
okay.
have the bottom bunk and your bed there, and I think you have like 1 beer left. I think maybe 2. You say you have 2.
2 beers and you
Yeah.
give me a beer.
Yeah, I sit on my bunk and I offer you the beanbag and I like open both beers and just like give you
Down
one.
the boat.
Cheers. So,
So dish. What are you going to say?
How exciting he knocked his dice off the table.
There was another one that went flying, I think.
so
Yeah, it should be 7.
I noticed something when I was on DJ Moon's ship
Oh, do tell.
about Danny. He has exactly the same medication as Helena.
And drugs.
And
not
drug-
just medication.
Sorry, medication and drugs that Helena had. So I'm wondering, do we tell Ennis?
Do you think it would help?
I don't want to upset him.
He is flying our ship.
He is already upset about Danny, like, being the Raven.
Oh, I think you've answered your question then.
So, no?
Wait, how did I answer my own question?
I think maybe we should ease him into this one.
Okay, how do you propose we ease him into the fact that his brother might be dying?
I think you should tell him that there were some medical supplies. Yeah, he might be ill. Don't tell him, for fuck's sake, that his twin brother is dying of a degenerative illness he can't cure.
Okay.
Cucumber, you know I'm exactly as intelligent as the two of you.
No, you're not.
You're one less intelligent than
Alright.
Exactly.
No, I'm the same as you,
No.
one less than him.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm exactly
oh no,
the same
you
as
just
him
had
now.
+1, didn't you?
Hell yeah.
Wow. So
Tyranny of the 1 point superiority.
Like, that's it, I'm spending a session point right there.
carry on with this. Are you guys having any more conversation about the fact you're not telling Ennis?
Are you sure?
I'm not against the entire concept of
Don't
telling
talk to
him,
me.
but
No, I am talking.
You should-
Don't stir and then say don't get involved.
Don't talk to me.
I'm not against the concept of telling him eventually. I just don't think we should break it to him as your brother's dying.
So tell him in bits and pieces.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, so like.
Ease him towards the subject rather than just throwing it in his face.
Okay, so how about this? Today I tell him, oh, by the way, I saw some really cool looking drugs on your brother's ship. Tomorrow I say,
DJ Moon might be into that.
I recognised some of the drugs.
Say Mac recognised some of
Max
the drugs.
recognised some of the drugs,
Yeah,
by the way.
Some of the rave drugs.
Some of the new drugs.
DJ Moon apparently is really into partying.
Day after that, I remember seeing those drugs in Helena's quarters.
Yeah.
Day after that, they're exactly the same drugs as Helena. Day after that, your brother is dying.
The 6-day plan for how to break you your brother's dying.
This is the worst plan ever.
This is so getting clipped.
Yes, it is. What are you rolling for?
No, this is an internal thing. Yep. Based on my colossal charisma, I judge that this is exactly how one should tell people things. I'm very clever. Ask me about any subject and I'll probably be alright. But interpersonal stuff is not my forte.
Okay.
On a 9, I'm like, yeah, 6 days is probably enough.
Okay, fine. Mac, I trust you and your synergy with Ennis. So that is the plan that I will do.
Excellent. Okay, let's end that conversation there. Okay, so you guys are bouncing your way back to the farm. Alright, so are we going to... so, in theory, we're about to skip forward 26 days. So we'll do that kind of like where exactly you're going in 26 days now. Are you going straight to the Bluewood Traders? Are you gonna... Is that what your plan is in 26 days?
I want to go shopping.
No, wait for that. I'll get that. I just want you to know where you're going to be in 26 days.
Oh, what? So like after we've had our break?
Yeah, so we've had the break and we're doing that. To pretend that's no bypass, where exactly would you be going to? Or would we be going to get the egg?
Yeah, we'll be going to get the egg when we blew the trays.
Yeah.
Okay.
But during the break...
Right, that's perfect. Okay, so we are going to do the break thing. So you're bouncing your way back there and we spend 26 days doing whatever the fuck you guys... 25 days doing whatever the fuck you guys want to do. So, let's start with... Hang on, let's get shopping out of the way. Let's do that first.
Shopping.
Don't know, it's
Okay.
fine.
So, what would be... Tepid wants to... I was almost called him Tut then. Tepid wants to get a present for...
Each of the crew.
Each of the crew.
Yep.
Whatever would be the best for their stats. In
Okay, if
weapons
you're
at
looking
that
at getting
particular
Max
time.
something, it will be some sort of big gun sniper rifle.
Yep.
So, where would you be purchasing these? Let's assume that you could go anywhere within the galaxy.
Well, you said that the best one for pricing would likely be the Bluewood Traders.
Yeah.
So we go back there.
So you're going to wait until you get there?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you going to do this before you get there? Sorry, are you going to go to the Bluewood Traders in the next 26 days, or are you going to wait until the end of the 26 days and then buy it along with the egg?
I would point out both ships are going to be out of commission for a while, but you could get transport from
Yeah, so transport is doable, it's not a problem.
I'll make my way there during the time.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, okay. Good. Right, let me just bring up the price list of bullshit stuff. Right, so if you're looking for Mac, it will be some sort of sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
If you were looking for you, I think it's a small gun.
Yeah, but I've already got a polished small gun.
Looking for a small gun.
And you've also just been given another one as well.
I've got two polished small guns.
Do you have any skills or anything else?
No, I was looking for cost.
Not really.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no,
You can find
You can
that.
get like a poison knife or something.
It costs modest
I'm not good at knives.
rifles.
You become good at night.
That's why they're poisons. You should be good to hit them.
The basement.
Or you get a toxic needle gun or something.
it's up to you. Yeah. If you were looking for specifically for Mac, I know it'll be a sniper rifle.
Okay, well let's start with that because that's going to be something.
Right, that's one thing that we can do. I'm not going to go through the rigmarole of having you talk to a dude because I can't do shopping.
Just tell me how much it's going to cost.
Roll a bar check. Because I know you have money to afford all this shit.
Okay, well this one's not going to have worked very well because it's a 4 in total.
Oh shit.
What was the clip size of the
Alright,
revolver? 6, I guess.
so that makes
I didn't actually
his
check.
sniper
I've never
rifle,
actually got that.
let's say 50.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Right, who are you buying for next? Let's go, what are you buying for next?
11. Oh, actually, no, sorry, it was
Some sort of
seven
big gun,
shots.
so
Because it was the
rocket
6 roll
launcher?
plus
Yeah.
a big
Yeah,
bolt
that will be
one
another
underneath it.
50.
Okay.
okay.
So it had one high caliber
That's
shot
fine.
that was
That's
a bigger
fine,
caliber than the rest.
178. Okay.
This one is up to you. He has got a really good gun.
Yeah.
It's just up to you if you want to buy him a gun. But you could buy him armor, I guess, is the other option. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah. Who wants that?
Is that for?
Yeah.
You want some armor?
Give me some awesome looking armour.
Okay.
Or you could go for an alien pistol, so it does a different type of shot. Like you go for the electromagnet, like stun
No.
shot or something.
Fuck that.
What kind of armor are you going to get him? Because we have homemade, commercial, military, and bomb disposal. It'll be a poor, bad, well-worn, clean, and like new.
Right.
We can mix some of those together, by the way, as well.
Like
Okay.
new bomb disposal.
I've got 178 cavalry left. So put that in mind of what.
Okay, I'm going to say you're going to get a clean commercial. What are you going to get? Chest, heads, arms, legs?
Whatever he wants.
Well, no, you're buying it for him, so you
Yeah, I
decide.
don't know.
Oh, okay.
Send him us, chest.
Cup.
I say chest.
I think chest. Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah. Let's go
Probably
for
will
chest
save your
armor.
life. There is a woman who can kick your nuts to death.
Chest armor.
Okay, so meta-wise, you're going to get +4 chest armor.
Holy shit.
And that will cost you, let's say, another 50 because it's pretty good. Pretty
Okay.
good shit.
That's good.
And what are you getting for Lola?
What would you? Sorry. You want ninja stars?
What?
I totally think that's something you would randomly buy her, and then she unexpectedly like, actually, I never knew I wanted these.
Get flawless ninja stars.
I'm gonna say you're gonna get you're gonna get 6. No, yeah, get 6 flawless ninja stars.
Okay.
Come on. Basically, meta-wise, it's going to be the same as an armed attack. You just throw it instead.
Okay.
So the damage is going to be the same as that.
Okay.
I think so.
Should we say that's 50 as well?
Yeah, so
That'd make it easier for me. I can
Nice
just
round
rub out the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you purchasing anything else while you're here?
Can I have? Let me have a look. I would like. Sod it. I'm gonna have a rocket launcher of my own.
It's another 50 if you want it the same
Yep.
level.
Yep.
Those of you generating, actually, UK for generating big guns, guys. For you two, you have ninja stars, so you don't need to generate. It's just the
Do I
same
need
as
a
arms,
big gun?
but
Yeah.
flawless instead of being using the
I just
baseball
need-
bat.
I just need clip generation. That's better.
I think it's 2d12 for a big gun. Sorry, 4d10. 4d10 for a big gun for you two. Okie dokie. So that's the father dealt with. Who wants to do their breaky bit next? I'm looking at the individual bits, not the interplay bits.
Well, let's go around the table.
Yeah. All right, Lona.
I would like to see if I can find a plastic surgeon
Okay, where are you looking?
online.
Fucking hell.
Google.
All right, you find that there is
Google.
a.
Seabay.
That's like some of the best plastic surgeons would be.
Gendal, I assume.
Yeah, I'm thinking Gandalf. Yeah, it'll be in Hito.
In Hito.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would have to go back to Hito.
Hito.
It would. I'm going to throw out. It's probably going to take you a good 10 days. Like by the time you have to hunt this thing down, you have to leave where you are, get there, you have to do the surgery. Sorry, pay for the surgery. Convince someone to do it right then and there. Have the surgery, recover, and then come back to the group. So I'm going to say it's a solid 10, 12 days. 12 days knocked out of your 26-day
Who's the
coup.
other big guy?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if you want to do any social
One
things,
for
you'll be
an
either side of those.
Can I see how much it would cost
Yeah, 41.
on from
Flawless
just
big
looking
gun.
online?
Take a barter check. This would be how much it's going to cost.
That was what you were talking.
I've got flamethrower, grenade launcher, and flawless. Down which is my small gun.
So the question is, what kind of
I'm going to
flawless big gun
re-roll
did you
that.
buy him?
A rocket launcher.
That's
rocket
alright.
launcher.
Yeah, of course you can. You have one legendary point.
Holy crap.
This would be the last one.
Flawless rocket launcher would be an explosive rather than a big gun, wouldn't it?
I'm going to go with yes.
Yeah.
Why not?
5.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Flawless explosive.
It would set you back
Plus
something
2
like.
to attack. Plus 3 to
Could
attack.
it be a
350
flawless
cavalry.
flamethrower instead?
Technically, I've already bought it.
I don't mind you statting it however you want. It's just skinned. Do what you want with it.
Cool,
You can
'cause-
go explosives. That's fine.
Am I
Okay,
allowed to
I already
use
said you could go explosives.
some of
Yeah.
the ship money?
Does she come back looking like that?
No, she does not. What? No, she does not.
Oh god!
Hey!
No, she does not.
She went out and got some plastic surgery.
Can I use some of the ship's money?
How much do you need?
300
What, don't we need that money?
or
Have we
250.
spent all the money
250.
we can?
250.
Give you 250 energy credits.
That's the same. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, 250.
Okay.
How much do we need to get the egg?
Make
Would you
sure
hit
one
the
for
five
one,
times
just
as
make
many?
it
And
one.
have we accounted for the fact
So
that probably
it's
going to
fine,
charge
it's
us more?
We've got 1,300 cal
Just a
plus
bit.
750 energy credits, so we've got just over £2,000 in total.
Alright, so you don't need to write that on there because you're about to lose all that money
Yeah,
from
so
having your face done.
I actually have
it's done
19
well.
left.
It's done very, very well.
Ooh, excellent.
You can barely see the line if you put a tiny bit of makeup on. So
Yeah. Excellent.
you come back looking as gorgeous as you ever were before.
Excellent. There, now you can all stop doing Phantom for the
But
bloody
bandaged.
opera.
That she would have spent like part of those 12 days where she hadn't come back to you recuperating, knowing that she didn't want to come back covered in badges to you assholes. So yeah, you're pretty fun. Okay, what are you doing? There's 26 days of rest. What are you gonna do?
Are we also going to do communications
Yeah, we're
after?
going to do that after. I
Okay.
just want to get through this bullshit stuff first.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily bullshit, but if we're doing shopping, anything like that, I want to do that first. Is there anything you want to do?
Anything you want to buy?
No. Is there anything you need to do?
Roll a d6 for me, please.
Okay. 5.
You have 5 of those emotional attacks through the
Aw.
26 days.
Am I getting
Um,
used to them yet? Are they becoming a little bit less harming?
Emotional.
They're becoming... the physical pain is becoming less, but because you are unable to deal with the emotional pain, that still hurts. It still just like emotionally just wrecks you.
I'm kind of happy that it's happening though, because it's something I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
It's progress.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, you know,
you
I'm
can
not
do
happy that
whatever
happened,
you
so-
can do whatever you
It's
want
not
with that information. But yes, you have more of those attacks, and you don't seem to. You kind of sometimes figure out the trigger. You know that if something like big has just happened, then yeah, you're probably gonna feel it. But it's still like not. And occasionally you'll just be sitting there like on the edge of the bed, and like bam, then suddenly you have an emotional heartbreak moment, and then you're completely fine again. So it's you can sometimes figure out maybe it's gonna come, but sometimes it's just you just can't predict it.
Can I spend my time trying to force them to happen so I can try and practice dealing with it? So in the middle of
What do you
combat,
want to do?
I basically
What
want
do you
to.
want to try? Alright, describe me a situation which you think would provoke this. Because I'm not going to tell you. This is your character.
I have a small idea as well.
Go ahead, you can chuck it out.
Well, one of the things I was going to do is I was going to go to Quinn and ask him to help teach me to use a pistol. That was going to be one of my things I was going to be asking.
Father son
Okay,
moment. I have a little son. Well,
He did.
Had. You can use that for this moment if you want. Yeah, you can.
Teaching me to shoot it, because basically
Okay.
I'm pretty
I'm a
awful
military
at
man. I would have
pistols.
taught my
so-
son to shoot eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, so alright, yeah,
Does that look right?
yeah. I guess say after like you, how many of these do you want to try and provoke? And you just literally just like
Just constant.
just constantly trying to kick it off.
Yeah, just constantly trying to like get to terms with it and try and control it, but still feel.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
At
pretty
one
badly
point, like Mavis like begins to talk to you about just just life stuff, and you force the topic onto her other son Danny, and how she lost him, and she begins to tear up, and that begins to really affect you, and then suddenly, bam, you're just like crying your eyes out. You're just really,
Both of you
it's
just
you're
like
just like both crying your eyes out. She's like you now bond with her a little bit because she doesn't understand why you're crying so hard, but you know.
Can Ennis walk past, go,
It'd be so
Well,
funny
no,
if she was
actually,
like,
she would
"Oh
understand.
yeah, I lost my son." Oh, I was going.
You
Oh my
actually,
God.
because the thing is, you two would bond over this because you are a father who's lost 2 children. She's lost
Yeah.
1, so far as she's aware.
And
So-
my wife. I lost my wife
And a
as
wife,
well.
yeah. So yeah, you spend a bit of time bonding with Maeve and you get to know her a bit better. And yeah, you're no longer completely crippled when these emotional attacks hit, but they still keep coming. They come more
Right.
frequently, but you are able to control them to the point where you don't hit the deck anymore. They
Excellent.
are still emotionally ringing, but you are provoking them and you're beginning to control how they affect you. So yes, you're no longer crippled by them. Good job. Okay, Mac, what are you up to? Single 1-on-1. What do you do? You are not. Well, okay, carry on. No, what do you do?
I am mainly trying to avoid Maeve.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like Maeve wouldn't really want you back in the pub.
Yeah, I'm mainly avoiding Maeve. I probably go back to my own little like shack in the middle of nowhere with its like bunker full of guns underneath it,
Mhm.
and I spend most of the time just like making sure my bunker's still alright because I haven't been back here in a while. You know, my proper little Sarah Connor like doomsday prepper bunker. You know, I've been stocking with stuff forever, and I put away Dorothy because now I've got the hose. You know, I polish her up and like, I swathe her in oil and like put her in like a Foot Locker. She's been a good friend.
You're putting all your friends to bed at the moment.
It seems so. And I get out my little engraving kit and I engrave Stabby on the side of my new pistol. Just because I don't know the person who it belongs to's name, so I've nicknamed him Stabby. Mainly I'm just going to like, you know, do some light gardening on my plot of land. Like, I'm going to chill and like, you know, like, go, because I'm assuming when I got this place I set up like some crops so I could live here on a clean vegan lifestyle. And then I've left and like not come back for a year or so.
They're all dead.
Yeah, everything's dead and massively overgrown. And I'm just like standing here with like a machete hacking this goddamn stuff down.
You're basically like you are just spending your 26 days cleaning your gardens and planting your plants.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, not everything has to be enormous dick-growing character growth.
That's amazing.
I'm going to go and be me. And yeah, and I re-sow, like, you know, I re-sow all my crops. You know, I drain what was meant to be my rice paddy and it's just turned into a large stagnant pond. You know, and like I re-flood it. But mainly, yeah, I'm just fixing up the place that I intend to be my retirement home, because retirement seems to be coming up a hell of a lot quicker than it was before. Being that I killed my boss.
How old are you?
I'm only 37, but I'm 37 in an active combat role, so
yeah, it's not normal. Yeah, you begin to feel the aches, the pains, and then you get to like rest a little bit.
This is why I do yoga.
Yeah, you finally become slightly more aware of your mortality.
I'm
it's like
older.
actually retiring here would be nice.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah, but
older
he's
than
also
him.
been doing this active thing
True, yeah.
Yeah.
in this world
I've
for a very
actually
long
been
time.
actively facing death in this horrible place
For
for
like the
longer.
last 12 years, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's you need to realise that maybe coming back to the farm would be a good idea.
yeah, you know. I look into the possibility of getting pets and then go, nah, not time yet.
I'm not that old, Jesus.
Well, no, if retirement's coming around, you know, I'm in the middle of goddamn nowhere. I specifically bought a plot in the middle of nowhere, so it wasn't near anything.
Okay, roll a d4 for me. No, fuck it, roll a d6 for me.
5.
Your rest and recuperation, you've gained 5 hit points.
Wow.
As in to my max, or
Of
sweet?
course, what are we doing fucking temporary bullshit, am I?
Oh no, I was
Honest
like,
people
have
get
I
weapons.
healed 5 hit points? Have I gained 5
No,
hit
you
points?
26 days, you guys will be like healed as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You can overcome like major surgery.
Sweet.
Okay, so what are you doing, Ennis? I want your individual thing, not your group thing.
My individual thing.
Yes, what are
What?
you doing on your own?
On my own, when I'm not doing the ship thing, I'll be trying to learn. Yeah,
So
practicing
you're doing
with
the
my
ship
pistol.
thing, that's what I'm checking out. You're
Yeah.
doing the ship thing.
Yeah, I'm
Because the
rebuilt
pistol
ship.
thing you're doing with him,
Yeah.
but you're doing the
Yeah,
ship
the individual
thing.
thing is most of the time I'm spending the ship. So I'm in my bar, using all the equipment in the barn. I've basically got the ship up on. I've basically mostly disassembled the table and chair.
Yep.
And I'm using the external bits of that. I'm basically reattaching them onto the Danny Boy.
Okay.
So I'm completely altering the shape of it.
Alright, take a craft or a repair or something you can justify to me.
I'd be crafting because it's
Okay.
basically. I'm not trying to do it as like a hack job. I'm actually properly applying
You have
it.
26 days, you have a very long time.
Yeah.
Take 20.
Take 26. Sorry, 25, because you know.
You don't have anything, do you?
I have no more legendaries.
Did you botch?
Yeah.
Please don't fuck our transport.
It's not quite finished
I
yet.
do have 23 days. 1 dice roll, cannot scream with 23 days.
I was
That's
going
not
to
fair.
make a single dice roll. Roll 2 more checks, go on.
That's 3.
That's
That's the
better.
3. Which was?
That's 18.
That's a repair, right?
Yeah, that was
just
obviously
botched it.
the first one I did was probably
Yeah,
like.
the first one you put on there botches and you're like, ha ha! And then you realise that you haven't actually welded
I think
anything
the first
together.
one could be me taking the old ship apart for the spare parts. So maybe at some point I think I'm doing it properly and I accidentally cut through a strategic part
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
whole thing just kind of.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Crunches.
Yeah, you basically fuck it on
Because
like
I was
day 14.
hoping to be able to continue using the old ship in a smaller form,
Yeah.
but I think I may have kind of seriously
Yeah,
fucked
you
that shit.
completely fucked it. So like day 14 you realise you have fucked this beyond repair. What are
Yeah.
you doing now?
So I'm basically like adding
So
on
the
to the
18 was
outside.
your repair?
Yeah.
Right, so you basically, after the next like 7 days, people don't see anything of you as you just like intently just like refixing and rejigging stuff, and yeah, you've got it into actually probably a better condition than you had before. A way better condition. Helena probably may not have done that better herself.
Yeah.
Also, she has no hands, so.
Yeah. And what I'm going to be doing, that's kind of the outside, getting the outside
Yeah.
on fitting airtight. And now I'm actually going to work on the inside and actually put bulkheads into the areas and actually make like rooms. So
Yeah.
basically I'm extending the cockpit forward,
Yeah.
so we've actually got like a gunnery station there,
Mhm.
so people can actually man the weapons platforms. Move the thrusters forward so they're right on the front of the ship still. And basically like at the where the front previously was like a wing, it was kind of like a tiered,
Mhm.
so it kind of went up, in and then up again. It's basically now just gone all up into a point.
Okay, you just made a box with a point.
I basically made it into a flying wedge rather
Yeah,
than being more
Okay, yeah.
streamlined.
Yeah.
So it basically just gives us a bit more defence around the front, which
Yeah.
also gives us more placements for weapons and things.
Yeah.
And we've also got now a full medi bay,
Yeah.
2 crew quarters. So I'll actually have fitted proper beds and bunk beds into those
Are you
quarters.
picking beds or bunk beds? That's important.
Bunk beds, because
Bunk
we're going
beds.
to need to have enough room for.
How many pairs of bunk beds you putting in there?
I'll put 2 in each one, so we've got 4 bunk beds.
You're 4 bunk beds, so it's enough for you guys plus 3.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
carry on.
Because we're going to need time for the other guys as well.
Yep.
And
We'll roll the check for that. While you're fucking about the inside.
fucks.
You botch again.
Our beds suck.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. I'm
Can-
gonna say for the point, the sake of clarity, Misha comes along, and gives you a hand. Grog comes along, and gives you a hand, and you're about to drop something on you, and Grog basically puts his arm out, catches it, and
Okay.
you manage to get things sort of back into place. The bulkheads function. The beds are not comfortable. The medi bay is.
Can't believe I botched
it's
twice.
The medi bay is not well placed.
Oh, I
So
really
there are
need
things
legendary
that just like bump. It's you consider it a work in progress. On
Yeah,
the
oh
interior.
man, I can't believe that. 2 botches, what the hell? It literally,
Yes.
I could roll a 1 and ace this. Anything but a botch would have been fine. 2 of them.
Yes,
Where's your
so the
thing
interior,
shaking?
the bulks work because they're the main framework. Everything else is essentially uncomfortable, not the greatest, and yeah, will definitely need
Totally
work.
muffed up this work.
You muffed up the interior.
Okay,
Because
we need
you
another
felt like you
23
had to
days,
rush,
guys.
Because after 21 days, when you managed to get like the structure of the ship probably back together and refixed and reaffirmed, you only had like 7-ish. No, you had only about 3-4 days before everyone needed to get in. It was a complete rush job,
Okay.
and no one was really around. Okay, so there's everyone doing their individual bullshit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Right, who wants to do anything interpersonal or talk to a particular person? May not be here. All right, let's start with Lola. Sure, to have first.
Okay.
Initiative.
You're doing your 6-day plan.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, is anyone else doing? You are the only one who may have the chance to join into this.
It's not quite a 6-day plan, but it's similar. So basically, when we get back to the farm, so like just over a drink, so like, oh Ennis, I forgot to say when we were on DJ Moon's ship, I saw some really cool drugs on there. Look,
Are you
like a
good with her? I want to know. Are you going to be with her doing this? It's up to you.
I don't know when she's doing this. If she's
We're at the bar.
like for like the middle 20 days of this time, I'm off.
Oh,
She
yeah.
He's also not here for the middle 12. So
Yeah.
if you want him to be here, just time scale it, and yeah, you'll be here.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys if you want to.
Also,
bring it
I'm
into this.
not spending much time in that pub.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, okay. So basically, in that pub, I was like,
You're loudly going to
Some-
discuss
some cool,
this in the
some
pub.
cool, yeah.
Well, I assume like I'll
I'm not
I'll
saying
be, like,
Danny or
working
anything,
pretty
I'm
high,
just-
so I'll be like kind of. Yeah, you're going to sit there in front of my mother and say, yeah, you know that brother, not
No.
Danny, the other one.
No, I'm not talking about Danny. I'm talking about DJ Moon.
Oh, okay, so DJ Man's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's not surprising. Have you heard his music?
Oh yeah, I know, but it was so many drugs. It was just like, who needs that many drugs?
You do know we've got like a massive. I look around and see my mum's like, we've got a massive
Your
haul
mother
of
is
drugs.
currently tending bar.
Yeah, I'm like, we do have a massive haul of drugs.
Like she
ourselves.
does look over at you two and give you a.
I'm just like, yeah.
Anyway, then I go off and get my plastic surgery.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. 12 days between Tony and Alex.
No,
Oh, yeah,
God.
12 days ago.
That's amazing.
I mentioned about the drugs. No.
Yeah, you come back. So this is like say the night of that you come back.
Yeah.
Where are you now?
Hey, in the bar again.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, how good was her plastic
It's
surgery?
really good. Fucking amazing.
I'm
You
like,
can barely tell
wow,
it's there.
what happened to your face?
I got it fixed.
Looks good.
Thanks.
It's well worth the 300 capital. I have to say.
Yeah, so that was totally worth the money we gave you.
Thank you. better be. God damn it. No more Quasimodo jokes.
Yeah, okay.
I've come back to town to buy seeds or something.
Okay,
Try to
yeah,
avoid
so you
using
can
your
get the
face
ball
as a shield in the future.
Maeve is not here.
Okay.
I made
Just to
sure.
make it easier.
I made sure.
Okay. By the way, you remember when we were on DJ Moon's ship?
Yeah, got some vague memories.
Do you remember me saying there was a load of drugs?
Yeah.
Mac was telling me that he recognised some of the drugs.
Look, Matt, you can do whatever you want with, if you want to see the colours of sound, you go for it, my friend.
Well, the thing is, like, some of them were excellent rave drugs.
Yeah, amphetamines for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Drugs for the Raven.
yeah, they were rave drugs for the Raven. I assume, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to put drugs in his mouth.
I'm just like really kind of like, what are you talking about?
Tag.
See, I'm like, right, what the hell are you guys trying to spit out here? It sounds like you're kind of getting completely lost.
Just that there were some cool drugs.
Oh,
Just cool
yeah,
drugs.
spit it out.
Fine. The drugs that we saw on DJ Moon were very similar to Helena's. That was some of the drugs we saw at Helena's. That's all.
At this point, Tepid kicks the door and bursts in with all these presents.
It's from this like cool way we have a bunch of weapons.
Santa has arrived!
Santa with an AK.
Well, he's actually boxed them all up with bows on.
Oh, okay.
Do I have a giant pink like flame bazooka come through with like a pink ribbon around the outside? It's like, this is all I ever wanted.
So I'm carrying all the-
Ninja stars!
You haven't opened the boxes yet.
Oh, it's
Ninja
amazing.
stars!
Awesome.
Take that back.
Okay, yeah, that's going to completely drive whatever you guys
That's
are mucking
amazing.
about out of my
That's
mind.
so
There we go.
timed. That's amazing.
10 days later.
I open up my fantastic weapon, and it's got like a beautiful like red finish.
Wait, no.
And I name it Ruby Slipper.
5 days after this,
Amazing.
actually.
You go, oh my god, you're stringing him out.
I told you to come back again in 5 days.
Alright, you guys are all sitting at the table. Just say one's here because it's just funnier.
Maeve's not here, right?
Maeve's not here now.
Okay.
He won't be allowed in the pub if Maeve's here.
I would point out, after spending a month with my mother, I've probably put on a reasonable amount of weight. Because I assume every night she's like,
Oh yeah,
feeding
yeah,
me,
yeah. Like,
ridiculous amounts of
anyone who
food.
stays there, Mum is probably just like forcing more food on you, and she keeps giving you two the winky looks, unless something else happens. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay. Ennis, remember when we were on DJ Moon's ship?
Oh god! just spit it out, woman!
But he doesn't say that often.
I go red at that comment.
So, remember how we were saying the drugs looked similar to ones we'd seen at Helena's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were exactly the same ones that Helena had
Right.
for her disease.
Okay.
Genetic disease.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Might be getting them for that.
It might be nothing, but we just wanted to gently let you know that there's a possibility he may have the same disease.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Like sitting at the end of the table, like,
Yes, yes. This is probably a moment. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're beginning to control it a bit better.
oh yeah, it's
But
it's
you're
quite
still-
late
you're
now,
still
isn't it? I'm still a bit like,
Okay.
You are.
I feel like he needs a hug.
nope.
That's amazing.
So, how's everyone liking their little prezzies?
I'm loving my ninja stars.
I'm in the middle of a bar. I'm probably not wearing it right now. But
Fantastic.
I'm playing darts with mine.
I'm assuming
It's
Mine's-
fantastic at weeding. It's like outside around my barn. There's like this like black and seared area where I'm like, yeah, there were weeds starting to grow along the side of the barn. And I was just like, clear those out the way. Brilliant.
Excellent,
Amazing.
Dennis.
I steal you for a day
Nice,
to help clear my farm.
Yeah, I come along and just napalm his grounds. He yeah. Can you just clear that? I'm going to go get something. He comes back up and everything's devastated. Flies 20 feet around.
It's nice to know you're making good use of it.
Yes, it's fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, I've done my 3-step plan. So Mac, you can do whatever you wanted to
Three
do.
step.
Alright,
That's six
you
step.
was
Apparently it's
mentioning,
six
wait a
step.
minute, so you were mentioning something about what you were?
But about the thing that was bought.
Oh, okay.
My understanding would be it'd be sort of a lightweight kind of police vest.
Yeah, like all like kind of cardboard type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Black police vest type thing.
Yeah, it would. It still says black. Whatever colour you want it to be, man.
Black.
I go for it.
Black like my soul.
No, your
Your
soul has
soul's coming-
sparks. Your soul is like
It's-
coal, and we've all seen coal ignite. So
Your soul is afire with beautiful emotion.
I think his soul is
on
black with
fire.
glitter.
That's the one.
Black with glitter.
Could I at some point say I've acquired some more ammo for my pistol as well?
Yeah, yeah. But so everyone can stock up. It's, if you every clip you stock up says like 10 because I can't be asked to talk about
That's
it.
cool.
Okay, so that was Lola's interaction-y thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. All right, Quinn, are you interacting with anyone?
Only Ennis to help him shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll basically I'd say probably in the evening after I finish mucking around with the ship.
Set
I'll
up
come-
the cans
come get you and
on
we'll,
the fence.
Out the back of my out the back of the thing, I'll stack up cans on on a fence, and from the door of my thing, I'm just target shooting.
You probably you would have spent I don't know, probably an hour or something just rigging these things up. So every time you shoot them, they knock down, but then you just pull a lever and they will come back up.
Yeah.
So that you don't have to keep going back over there.
I think after a while, I might actually rig something to make them go left and right as well, just to give me a bit of the increased kind of.
Okay, yeah.
Skill.
So
After a week or
is that
so.
your rationale for upping your small guns?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
I
fine.
haven't actually got any points to spend on doing that at the moment, but I assume I'll get some later.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Have a rank in small guns because
Yay.
he's proficient enough to have taught you how to do this shit.
I'm fully proficient. I have full rings.
Yep, that's fine. You've got 5.
Sweet.
Holy shit. Yeah, then you're different proficient enough to teach him how to do the stuff. And you've of course gained emotional control, so that was your offshoot from that. Okay, so that was you doing your bit, that's you doing your bit. You've done, I think you may have something else. Do you want to interact with anybody else?
I think I've done that, haven't I?
Well,
I gave everyone their presents. I asked them a couple of days later if they were happy with them. So yeah, I think that's all good.
what about you?
I was gonna go drinking with Lola while she was in recovery.
Go for it. You're gonna keep
Hey.
So I assume, as best buddies, you would have told me where you were
Yeah.
staying.
Of course.
So you don't want this lot to see you.
No, no.
But
You're
we go,
fine.
yeah, we go off to some place where there aren't the prying eyes of straight men.
Excellent.
Yeah, you
Go for a gay bar.
Yeah, you fly across system and you go join Lola for 2 or 3 days in which she's in recovery because obviously she has to find the place first, and you're tending to your plants. So yeah, you can go over and do your drinking with her. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just go out and have a messy night.
I assume you guys are doing this in Hito, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where you'd be recovering.
Yeah. So we go out and have a messy night in Hito.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll bear that in mind.
Again.
Good to know.
You're gonna go through it now?
I have the wheels of plot points going in my head right now.
Okay.
Good jobs.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I assume we go out for a few messy nights in a row. She goes back to the recovery facility. I wake up somewhere missing a boot,
Okay.
with a drink still in my hand.
Yeah,
It's
okay. Okay. Alright. Okay.
And my return ticket. Okay, I should probably be leaving.
I should be good now. I don't have my shoes. Okay. Wicked. Awesome. Ennis, there was something else you were thinking of doing social that you and I spoke about?
Ennis. Earth to Ennis.
Doesn't remember.
Yeah. what was it? Because I'm sure it sounded like a really good idea at the time.
It was to do with Ducky.
Yes. I'm
You're
going to
lucky.
start when there's
A
when
romantic
I'm
relationship.
going to see because I'm kind of finding it a bit hard to do this. I'm going to ask if she minds giving me a hand doing.
I already
some
said
of
that
the
she was
stuff.
helping you out.
Yeah, cool. So while we're doing that, I'll just be kind of chatting and kind of getting to know her more.
Romantic relation.
Yes, and start trying to build some romantic relations there.
Getting to know you.
I
At
think
least
it-
your
I
mother
think
can
it'd probably
stop
be-
giving me winks.
I think it'd probably be something that I wasn't initially starting that, but as I've been working with her for a long period of
I'll
time.
tell you what. When you seriously fucked up the thing, it wasn't Grog that called it. It was her. And
Okay.
she did that proper super woman pose
Yeah, like just like grab something she hadn't even like properly seen, like go right.
Yeah, and it was like inches above your head, and she just throws it out, and she puts her hands up and pulls you up, but she pulls you up a little bit too energetically, and she does it, pulls you into a hug, and you both fall back down, and like proper cliche, like we just lay on top of her, and you do that really awkward like. Hi, just like looking at each other's eyes for a moment thing. Yeah, and, before she notices.
Yeah,
down, boy.
The few moments when
I
you
go
the same
like
wrench.
Yeah, I just dive like into like some waist deep like hole in the floor and start patching.
So yeah, like throughout the entire time when she's helping out, she's a very good assistant. She follows orders pretty well, but she does not stop talking. I mean, that's the thing you may like about her. I don't know.
Yeah, because I think Ennis generally doesn't talk much. So I think having someone who talks a lot is really good because he can just basically agree
the
and
time
chat.
when you do talk, she's a very good listener. You know, when you want to be serious about something, you know, she does genuinely. She gives you strange advice, but kind of things that if you follow, you can probably see it working out. But yeah, she's and you do that kind of thing where you reach for the same wrench at the same moment, and you do that thing where like other when you're in the bar with like your parents and stuff, you'll look over each other, and everyone else may be talking, but you just share that look. You don't say anything, and you look away, and then you look back, and she's looking somewhere else, and you realise that she's then looking back at you again. You do that kind of awkward eye moment thing, and then that happens a lot. Are you putting proper moves on her? Are you going to try and bend and wed this girl? Or?
I think we're there for like 28 days.
26
days. I think I mean after after a few days, so assuming she started helping me out like the first couple of days.
Yeah, she'd been helping you out, and then she would have like caught the thing probably on day 18 or 25.
Okay, if we say then I'll probably like round about like day 20. Let's say day 23. Yeah, let's say that after like a week or so, I'll then start I'll ask her if she wants to go out and have like a meal somewhere alone.
Yeah,
you would have a meal somewhere alone.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
I'll actually take. I assume I've got some kind of land vehicle there.
Yeah.
Cucumber, can his mother stop winking at me now then?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna load just drive her out to like some nearby place that isn't my mum's bar, so we can have a meal together.
All right, you wine and dine this lovely young lady. I need you to take a charisma check. It's this
Please
date.
don't
Wait a minute. It's this date that will decide your outcome with her. I'm not that you can re-roll, but only if you have legendaries.
Oh no, that's a 10.
Fuck yeah.
Hang on,
Roll
10 plus my charisma.
Yep.
My mighty charisma.
I won't say it's
2.
manipulate because you're not manipulating her. You're generally trying to bond with her.
12 my charisma.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is the best I can do with that crit.
She seems totally into you.
Nice.
But she does seem like very reluctant to take it any further.
Yeah.
Not
also
because she doesn't want to. She clearly does. She's giving you all the signals, but yeah, she's.
I would say Ennis is way too shy to actually kind of initiate any kind of sexual thing. He's just like lots of holding hands and sitting next to each other and stuff.
No, because I know why. Okay, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, she seems very hesitant to push it further than all the the kissing and touching games. Okay, all right.
Does any of that happen in between our 3 point?
Yes.
I'm just like, go for it, boy.
Yes.
Just give it to her.
Just. You can do it. I wish, but if you do that, the episode's gonna go bright red and run off somewhere. Oh God!
Please say that after we finish telling him the horrible news.
Yeah. It's in one of those awkward moments when Maeve walks in and you see Mac like, whew, just as her son just goes the opposite direction.
Also, is there a medical facility nearby?
Yeah.
I probably
be on the planet, yeah.
At some point, if I've got a free afternoon, I'd probably go and get myself checked to see whether I have this genetic condition.
For a minute, I thought you were going to get yourself checked out before you go and see her.
Do you do this fairly early on? Do you do it fairly late?
I'd say, well, she doesn't tell me until very late, and I'd probably be a couple of days after she told me that I actually thought about it, because I'd probably be thinking about it a lot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the day that you guys will come back together, unless anyone has anything, I'll give you the results in a minute. Does anyone else want to do anything else with anyone else?
No.
Everyone done? Okay. The day you guys reunite back together to go, this is the day we're going to go get the egg, you get your results back, and you are negative.
Okay.
You're fine.
Alright.
Cool. I won't tell anyone else that I was testing myself or anything. Just
Did you tell Ducky? Sorry, you tell the duck. I'm so sorry. I'm really confused with another character I'm raping at the moment.
Yeah.
You tell her.
Yeah, I'll tell her that I would when I'd tell her that I've gone to get myself tested, and I'll tell her that I'm negative, but I won't tell anyone else.
Cool. Excellent. She gives you a really big hug and a kiss, and Are they going with you, by the way? Is Rog and Misha going with?
Yeah, I assume they'll basically be going with us at all times.
It's up to you guys. You don't have to.
Well, we've now got enough room on the ship for them
Yeah.
to like chill out with us, and then it also means we've always got a pilot and some muscle on hand if we need to do something.
And you have more
And-
time to.
Yeah,
Create a
Bed your
girlfriend.
woman.
and also like I'd like to have her kind of around.
Yeah, that's fine.
And also, I don't want to leave her with my mother. I don't know what would happen if I came back after a week with her being with my mother alone.
So you would find that Misha's something up running.
I
from
assume.
She's not going
Did my mother notice at some point that me and Ducky were kind of getting
Yeah,
closer?
she did, but she slowly begins to move her gaze away. You see she's slightly disappointed because Misha was in prison. And she knows this, and she's very unhappy about this. Tell her that. She's still convinced that you are all salvagers. She knows Helena and Mac were involved in some dodgy shit, but it was her sister and she couldn't really say anything about it. But so far as she's concerned, you're all involved in salvage.
I've also got to decide whether during that time I told my mother my brother was alive.
It's up to you.
I think I will.
What?
Really?
Okay.
Or do I blurt it out while she's beating me?
No, I think I will, but I'll probably do it like...
Would it not be better to do it after we fix it?
Literally, just as we're pulling away. Daddy's alive!
I found him.
What
Fuck
do I
you, Mum.
think?
It's up to you. If you want to do it, then we'll do it right now.
Yeah, I think I'll do it after I've been there for like...
A few days.
Yeah, I think after I've been there for about 5 days.
Okay.
Okay, so before you're aware of his genetic condition.
Okay.
Alright.
That's good. Are you telling her about that afterwards?
No, I wouldn't tell her
Okay,
about
that's
that.
a good point.
But yeah, I'd be like...
Alright, you find your mum one day. She's just cleaning up the pub before anyone comes in.
Yeah,
Fuck it, let's do it now.
I'll be like...
Get over
Mate, do you want to... or Mum, do you want to...
What? Walk up to him. Mate, I have a proposition for you.
yeah. Mum, do you want to like kind of grab a cup of tea out for a minute? And two... yeah.
Do you
My
have
bowls of
something to
stew.
tell me? Is it about that lovely young Lola?
No, it's not about Lola, but it's something else I think you'll be quite happy to hear.
Oh well, excellent. Is it someone other than Lola? I'm just curious. And she bustles off and she's making tea and she puts it down in front of me and sits down opposite. Should I call your father?
Not now. I think we can talk to him in a minute.
You don't
But,
want to talk to him at the same time. Might be easier.
What is wrong with you?
Alright. This is difficult to deal with, like, yeah, two people at once. Okay. No, I'll speak to her first, then we can like talk to him together. But I've
It's difficult to deal with two people at once. That's not what Misha thought.
It's not what we should think, no.
but
Can one of these guys pretend to be your father? That would be funny.
no, that's awful. Because it might be Mac. That would be like,
No, I trust everyone to play John, play Hugh with
No, so I'll talk to her on her own first.
Okay.
And I'll be like, look, I found Danny. He's alive. And he's the same age as me.
Well, yeah. You're twins.
No, I meant like he's been out of his pod and he's like physically the same age as me. He
Is he okay?
He's okay. He had some. He didn't come out of cryo very well, so he lost memories of pretty much everything. He's been gradually putting his, gradually getting back memories, and
Does he
one of my.
remember me?
He does just about remember you, but only.
And your father? Does he remember you?
He didn't remember me at the time, but he's,
I'm so sorry, Ennis.
well, yeah, it happens. But the important thing is, we found him now.
What did he do? What is he like?
I met him while salvaging, and
Yeah, absolutely.
and so he's going to be coming back here soon. I think he kind of needs to kind of get his mind kind of around this. He's only recently kind of coming to terms with his memories and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm going to make sure he comes here and you can see him soon.
Wow, you really found him.
Yeah, told you.
You should deserve that.
But,
It's a shame Helena's not here. She would love to have seen him.
well, never know. She might still come back.
I don't think so. But you found him. Wow, we have to tell your father. We have to tell your father right now.
Yeah.
And she grabs your arm and takes you
Yeah,
over
we'll
and
go
tell
there
your
and talk to him.
father. Wow. Okay. Awesome. But you don't tell her that he's dying. But
I
you suspect he's
I
dying.
didn't know at that time,
Yeah.
and it's a bit harsh to like go, yeah, I seen my brother's back. Oh, he's gonna die soon.
You may meet him, but die.
Well, Helena's like nearly 40. She survived this long.
Yeah.
But she's on a lot of fucking drugs.
To be fair, I mean, I am also hoping to be able to find some kind of either cure or like better medication for this to try and help both of them out. So.
Excellent. Okay, so awesome, amazing. The results of Helena's will, all those little flash drives that she gave you, she's left you. She left you a good portion of her estate, her literal buildings and her surroundings.
Okay.
She's given half of them to Max. She's given like a quarter of them to like split between these three, and you have the rest.
Okay.
But you have basically all of her like material assets and also her bank accounts.
Okay. Was this the red box with the
Yeah.
drafts? Yeah, I remember we got them, but I didn't look at them at the time.
What? The big bank accounts. Yeah.
Really,
your
right?
bank is still- her bank accounts.
Are we rich?
One of us is.
Yes,
Let me just put on personal equipment here. Big bags of Wonga.
Our
Yeah.
piece of Wonga.
Mountain of Wonga. Wonga!
Are you going to go check the accounts, or are you just happy the fact that you have the accounts?
You're
I'll
gonna
say-
make a
sorry,
mountain
I'll
of
rephrase
cigars.
There is an account, one single
Okay.
account. Just makes it easier.
While I'm going and go to the medical centre to get my tests, I'll go along and check the account at the nearby teller. I assume I've gone to a town somewhere.
Yeah, it's fine. You hand over all the relevant documents because you have them.
Yeah, I'm not actually trying to break
Yeah,
my way
no,
into
no,
these
no, no.
accounts.
You go back and you find that she has an excess of like 125,000 Calbroke.
Holy crap.
Set for life. Let's retire.
Wait, they're just
Perhaps Lola should reconsider Ennis.
125,000.
It's too late now. It's too late now.
Let me just stick 3 zeros at the end of my Calbrick quota.
So that's our set for the rest of the campaign.
No, that's him set for the rest of the campaign.
Can't wait till it's Ennis's turn to buy everyone a present.
Yeah, guys, I got you all a ship each.
That barely cost anything. Good one from Shamwell.
How old are you?
We're 18,
20.
19.
22?
22, wasn't it?
20. Because I was 8 when I went into cryo and I've been
Yeah,
out
it's been 12 years. Okay, 20. Excellent. Part of the will is it's held in trust, so you can
Okay.
only access small amounts of it per year.
Okay.
So you can probably access like between like 5 and 10,000 a year.
Okay.
So that should tie you over pretty much for the rest of your life.
You have to live a pretty fucking long time.
Mm.
But proper trusts are set up that way,
Oh yeah,
so that they go into your grandchildren and grandchildren and stuff like that. You
Right.
keep adding to it. Yeah, so you get roughly a quarter of the estates. These guys get a quarter split between them, and you have half them. You notice that they are, for you, they're spread all over the place, so they force you to go to different things. And one of them you see is like a tiny island off, like in the middle of a fucking in the middle of like giant lake, which takes like half a day to travel across. And you have a feeling she did that on purpose.
Is it just like a little, like, when you get there, it's just like a hut with a book and you go, ha ha.
I'm not going to tell you what's on there unless you go to the fucking island.
Okay.
So. Yes, but you can tell looking at the maps and it all divvied up and it's like you have one of these things. You know, you have some like apartment buildings and you get regular income from that. But yeah, you see that one of yours is just this island in the middle of fucking nowhere, in the middle of a lake.
Do we have any, like, did she leave me any places that would be, like, sealed storage warehouses or anything like that?
Not really. They all seem to like mostly like either large swells of land or they have like some like houses on them which she's renting out.
Okay.
So there aren't really any storage places. But
Okay.
there's lots of land.
I was thinking of some place to, like, go and leave, like, the remains of, like, the cloth and
To be fair,
thing
you
bucket.
have like a fuck ton of land. You could dump it on there.
To be
somewhere.
fair, I'll probably
Council
just,
can
like,
go on it.
I'll probably just break it down, leave it in my warehouse upstairs.
And you guys find that you know, though you've got like a quarter of this property split up between the three of you, at least one of the small packets of land has a house with an income in it, so you are no longer completely bereft of income.
Yay.
Just wait till her lady comes back and you give all the shit back to her.
Oh.
Maybe we
Maybe
don't
this
need
is
to
one
go
way
back
we should
there.
go by then.
This is the point where we sell it.
Yeah.
Make it things that we hold in our own names.
Yeah, this is the result of that.
Cool.
Alright, so you
We
guys...
saved your life and sold your estate. What?
It's like if we ever meet her, I'm gonna, like, you know, just like, you know, who the hell's your accountant? Why didn't you ever tell Mac about him?
Mac's seen one of her accounts.
Yeah.
No, I'm your accountant. Because obviously someone's done some good things with the money, and well, look at him.
I reckon it was
She's not gonna
Arthur.
help him.
Yeah, I spent it on a cock and great big bunker, and she was a handler. She was paid way more than me.
I reckon it was Arthur who was her accountant, as well as her therapist.
Well, if you ever meet her, you can ask her.
Mm.
So she doesn't die as you see her like, "Hi, I'm here." Boom, thing explodes.
We just see her like flinging blast out of an airlock, like bye.
I now just have a vision of us meeting her and one of these lot shooting us that would give back her shit.
No, you can't have your seats. They're mine. Cut it down.
I'm happy to give it back.
Like, Helena! What? I like my house.
That's a nice house.
Quinn.
I told you before she had lots of land. I did say before. Okay, so yeah, that's where you guys are when you meet back up 26 days, and you're going straight to the Uber Traders. All right.
Yeah.
So through, I assume you changed the black box, right? You changed the register. On the
Yeah,
ship?
well, I've brought the one for the bucket and spade on board, so I've got them both.
Bucket and
So
spade. Table and chair.
table and chair. Sorry.
Bucket and spade was one of our older ships.
So yeah, so we've got both the black box and the table, a chair, and the other one, and we brought the other one as well from the. Actually,
You only have two. You've only got one from the table and chair, and the one from. But you could wipe them. You could find people who would.
I was going to say, can I dispatch like
Yeah,
one of
she
these
can.
guys to go and get some more black boxes, so we can actually have more than two? Because then if we ever
can
need
wipe them, then it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, but if we like prefix them with idents, we don't have to kind of quickly redo them.
It does take time to redo this shit.
Yeah, so if we have like 4, then if one gets busted, we can wipe that and do that later. But it means we can then quickly flip between 4 different ones on the fly.
I'm going to say for now you probably can't easily obtain them because everyone has been doing things for the last 26
Okay,
days.
that's fine.
And
So
tracking
it's one of those things
now.
to do in a future
Yeah,
day.
it's on your to-do list.
For now, we've got 2. We've got the bucket and spade. It's only
No, you don't have the bucket spade.
Fucking
You have the table
Table
and
and
chair
chair.
and the Danny boy.
Yeah, so I assume at the moment we're using the table and chair as our
Yeah.
default one.
Okay, so just throwing out during these 26 days, some of you have been travelling, some of you haven't. You've noticed that security has stepped up massively, like massively stepped up. You two, when you're out on the town, you narrowly avoid getting caught by Gertie's guns at one point. Very narrowly, but you managed to pull it off, and you lose a boot in the meantime, and that's not that you probably remember, but that's how you lose your boat. You were basically chased out of the Irilisk system round when you were leaving the Bluewood Traders, but you managed to basically dodge your ass back into Zook, and you again narrowly avoid getting caught, and you don't go straight back to Maeve's place. You
Do I get
dodge
to
around
ruthlessly
everything.
kill anyone that notices me? So he
No,
goes,
because you
"Are
did
you
not plan it. You did not plan it.
people on
So
this planet?"
you guys, you know, yeah, people on this planet.
Don't shoot them up.
Yeah, don't shoot them. You
I
you occasionally see people turn up from Gertie's guns, and Maeve just like shoos them off. It's like, get my son is involved. Get out of it. And she just doesn't brook any argument. They can't even threaten her. She just basically just throws them out of the pub with the force of her personality. Like, oh, we've dealt with one crazy bitch before. Let's leave. So yeah, you know, she just with the force of her, just forces them in. You avoid the pub like on the odd night when you see these things are going on. But yeah, I mean, you definitely notice there's a step up, and you definitely notice a step up in Gertie following you. Gertie's guns following you around. You also pick up on occasion from DJ Moon that so he does in fact give out 1 or 2 shout outs to the telescope crew, and he says that there's been no contact, no information, but this record is for you. And he just keeps you kind of vaguely updated with the fact that there's been no news from Dan. You also pick up that Jerry Fitzroy the 40th is now in charge of Gertie's guns, and that he has declared the people of the Danny boy as traitors and should be hunted down. So there is definitely a hit out for you, and that just goes out across the wire. Everyone picks this up.
To be expected.
The
Yeah,
Danny
that's
boy
exactly
no longer
what you'd
exists.
expect. Yeah.
It does.
It does.
Luckily, the Lola that they knew had a scar. This one does not.
Yeah.
Everyone still wants to fuck her, so
Yeah.
that's the only thing they care about.
To be fair, it could actually be in some ways useful to be a renowned, like, wanted pirate, guys.
Yeah.
If we want to threaten someone, like,
Depends on
we're the
where
crew
we
of the Danny boy.
So yeah, you pick up the fact that you are definitely wanted, and there are people definitely looking for you. But because you guys have done this often enough, you basically managed to dodge around, because I don't want to have to keep rolling through the ship for 26 days. You basically get your ass on your ship, and you head over to the rail system, and we will pick up where you guys just parked down just outside the Bluewood Traders. So that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Cool.
Very cool.
Well, that was a heavy going episode, because
Yay!
I'm going to start on my left. How's that for you, dude?
That was
I'll go
pretty.
for you, honey.
Well done. That was pretty astounding. I especially like the part where a piratical criminal
Can you wait to
slumlord
crackle and
declared
get
us
offers?
traitors,
Thanks.
considering he's the head of no nation.
Yeah.
And no race. So.
Sorry, you not to like
Oh yeah. I know.
To Gertie's gun.
Oh yeah, no. I just
Yeah.
find it funny.
Yeah.
I'm just like traitors. Pff, doesn't
Traitors.
apply. I have
fucking
enough schooling to know this.
You shot Gertie.
Yeah.
To the Gertie's guns.
Yeah.
You are in fact
Murderers.
not only murderers and traitors to Gertie, you shot Gertie of Gertie's guns. So yeah, fuck you.
Not even the original.
No, the original, but still a Gertie of Gertie's guns. So, anyway,
Nice. I just find the whole concept laughable. It's not a nation. You can't be a traitor.
you're a scumbag.
Oh yeah, scumbag, murderer. Oathbreaker, contract voider. Don't mind any of those terms.
Wow.
Those all apply.
Wow,
Coward.
pedanticism at its highest.
Oh yeah.
Fucking ass.
Yes, pedanticism. Pedanticism is important. Pedantry is a very important skill.
Fuck me.
And yes, pedantry is in fact the correct.
Just tell us where we can find you online.
You can find me on the glories of the Twitterverse at thirsty_BTP.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah. And also on the wonderful bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk, and now with Baylor Banners.
Yes, yeah, well, I'll shout that when we get round to
Yeah.
the end.
But yeah, check out the website where I will occasionally vomit some strange thoughts on you, and you can learn interesting things about stuff I happen to be thinking about on a Wednesday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. A very interesting article this week. So. Alright, moving around, what about you then, Tech?
Awesome. Finally found my brother, and nailed Raven identity, clue 1, or first ever guess. Completely unsupported by any evidence. It was just yeah, it's my brother. Why? Because wouldn't that be ironic? But
I've been holding on to that since day dot.
yeah.
When I was like, I'm going to bring the Raven in. When I think a little while ago I put on Twitter, it's when you write plot points and you make yourself gasp, that was it. I'm like, this would be amazing.
Yes, that was really cool. And when I found him, and he was just huh, who the hell are you? I was like, hey.
Yeah, I didn't want him to.
And that was very cool. And I kind of liked the idea of Ennis being kind of yeah. It's I've travelled the galaxy to find you. Actually, no, screw you, asshole! You didn't even remember me! I spent my whole fucking life trying to find you, and you're just huh? Who the hell's that asshole?
Should have shot him.
I don't know, I didn't want it to be a happy thing.
Yeah,
I wanted
it was
to
very
be
cool. I
like,
really liked the way it worked. I was just
yeah.
I was trying to think I think it's really. I
Obviously-
really liked his little strop. He just went and just threw his flamethrower down. It's hey, why do you think there's something wrong? Get the hell off my ship.
Yeah, I didn't want to leave it like that, but I didn't want it to be a happy thing.
No, I liked it because then he gave me his pistol, and I was you know what? I'm actually going to become.
Fucking rad pistol.
I'm going to become good with this pistol. Just not that I necessarily want to shoot people, but just so I can be as good as my brother.
You're so funny. So where can we find you online?
You can find me on the Twitters at tech_BTP, and you can also find me on bloodthirstypuppets.co.uk and gvstudios.co.uk.
Wicked. Moving around.
Okay, Corone, aka Jay Shuri. I think I liked the fact that we finally got the telescope story finished.
That was the important side
long
plot.
time. Yeah, so
I've forgotten that.
It did lead to something very important.
It did, yeah.
Telescope arc. is now complete.
everyone got flawless equipment out of
Yep.
it. So that was quite
Very
a nice
good,
little thing
very
for
good.
the father to do.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
obviously a couple of arcs. Well, not concluded, but
It's begun to be tied up. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
We're heading towards the tying up session
Yes.
part.
So that's going to be interesting because there's going to be a bit more to come with those. So yeah, so that's be quite exciting. You can find me on the Twitterverse at Corone_BTP. You can also find out about the Betrayed short film project at jqs.org.uk.
Are we going to have a new trailer soon?
Soon, yes.
Okay, cool.
Soon, TM.
There's a meeting at the end of this month, which
Oh, cool.
there'll be footage from
Cool.
into a new trailer. So yes, there will be a new trailer soon. Next Saturday is going to be August Puppet Gameplay, where we're going to have another 3 games, and so join myself, blood and tech for that, and anyone else who wants to come along and have a fly attacking me.
Like a mental little
or a
moth.
mental moth that's
Yes.
about a millimetre in size. Very weird. But yeah, so that's it for that, and
Cool.
see you next week.
Right, moving on round.
The moth is dead.
Aw.
We can no longer say no animals were harmed in the making of this podcast.
It's not a podcast.
Well, whatever.
You idiot.
Live stream.
Live
It's a
stream.
live stream /YouTube.
Yeah.
Killer Kitten, you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at KillerKitten21.
Instagram.
I have Instagram now.
Yes, she does. You followed me today.
I've had it for ages actually, I just haven't used it. So I needed to test out Instagram today, so I'd do something. Don't you have it?
Okay. I really enjoyed today's session. I enjoyed the fact that I now have a synergy with Mac, and he's now basically sort of like my drinking gal pal.
Well, to be fair, in session 0 we did say that we were mates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've just treated each other with utter disdain.
No, we've gone drinking together in bars and things with Arthur and things.
It's just in public, or like amongst the crew, you refuse to acknowledge each other. As soon as you're out on your own, you're like, oh.
Yeah, there's like working persona and then there's your life persona.
Exactly.
So, it's funny you guys went drinking together on another planet. It's like, well, I'm recovering. Fuck it, let's go get wasted.
And I enjoyed the little 6-point plan.
That's hilarious.
That Mac
This is
came
a
up with.
6-point plan that will tell him his brother's dying.
That was just amazing. That was
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Which dissolved really quickly about point 2. Other than like, your brother's on, like, DJ Moon's on lots of happy drugs. Like, yeah. So your brother's dying in one go. It's like, okay.
Hi everyone.
Well, you were the one who was saying spit it out. You seemed really annoyed, and I didn't want to annoy you any further.
It wasn't
Venus?
this really like roundabout, like, I'm trying to get somewhere really delicately. Like, alright, we go.
You know that person you spent 12 years looking for? They may be dying.
Spoiler
thanks.
alert! Spoiler alert, he may be dead before you. Okay, awesome. Right, I guess moving around.
I'm Dev. You can find me at Dev_BTP on Twitter. And I was so close to killing DJ Moon. So close, or at least kneecapping him.
You horrible bastard.
And same with the Raven, to be honest. Almost like, as soon as the door opened, just come in guns blazing type deal.
I
But
can just imagine that.
I resisted. And I'm glad, because
Yeah.
I don't think Ennis would be too happy
No, that's
if I just came and just gunned down his
I
brother.
would 100% have turned PvP on and just allowed it to go.
Just walk in and just instantly gun down your brother who've been searching for 12 years.
The fact you were holding like your flamethrower on your brother for ages is amazing.
I guess you might not have, if I shot him in the face a few times, you may not have recognised him.
Yeah.
And then you'd be searching for the rest of your life. For nothing.
pointless task.
But at least in his mind, his brother wouldn't be dying.
True. You could
No,
still be
because
like
you may still have had in that moment DJ Moon run over and go, Daddy!
Shit.
Burn, flame, gunshots. Daddy, no! What?
Yeah. What was Daddy's last name?
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't. It worked out quite well that I didn't instantly gun down important NPCs.
You guys have gunned down Gertie and James, and they had so much information on
But not
them.
instantly.
Oh, but they
It took
were
time.
assholes.
I know they were assholes, but it took time.
Yeah, we kind of had to. We got into a position where we kind of had to.
You didn't have to kill James. That wasn't
Well,
needed.
Oh,
you know.
It was.
They required a good, solid gun fucking from the moment we met them.
I
And
was
finally
going-
we just
Okay.
supplied the bullets.
I was
I
going
was
to kill
going-
James from the moment we
Gertie
met.
100% demanded a gun fucking. James, not so much. He's a
James
half
did
decent
nothing
guy.
wrong.
Yeah, James
You
was literally
turned
all
him.
us. That was all us.
You turned him into an enemy. He was going to, he was working with
James
the lady,
was-
working on your
He was
side.
a
James was on
douchebag.
my hit list from the beginning.
He was
I
a
know,
douchebag.
just
Nothing.
because I'm going to bring another James next campaign, and I really don't want you guys to kill him.
To be fair, I can
No, we're gonna
understand
kill
why
James.
you hate him because he left you alone in the bar with the Fitzroys.
Yeah.
So I kind of get that you've got the hatred for him, but I
Yeah.
didn't really care.
He's just a coward, though. He's not a bad person.
Yeah, exactly. He's just a wuss. I just didn't really
And
care
also,
about
he
him.
annoyed me on the ship as well.
Yeah.
It was
Annoyed?
He
Did
hit
he annoy
me.
you? walked up to him and tried to stab him.
No. When I first got to the ship, not the ship,
The moon base.
the moon base.
Yes,
Yeah,
he tried hitting on you.
he tried hitting on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that annoyed me.
Not just a light hitting, though.
Oh, yeah,
it was a full sleeve.
And it was
Full
how
on,
we formed a friendship.
Yeah. And got dispersions on his sexuality, and he ran away.
Yes.
Because he's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tech, Dev, anything else? Did you do your Twitter handle?
I already did it. Yeah.
Alright, okay,
Start.
cool. Right, so I guess it's the wrapping up portion. So, I had fun today because I got to get out another synergy. That was fun. I finally got to get out my plot point moment of putting him as the Raven, and that was really fun. Also, that I got to completely fuck with you by not letting him remember you.
Thanks.
Yeah, there were so many things that I got to actually finish out and just drop bombs on you today, and that was really fun. I'm looking forward to seeing where you guys next. That was definitely an exercise in not having prepared, and I think it told a little bit, at least for me anyway. So yeah, the moral of the story is prepare before you run games. At least even read your notes before you run games. It's very bad to run without. Other than that, you can find me on Twitter at blood_BTP. You can... Where else can you find? What else am I doing? Oh, website, bloodthirstypublish.co.uk. We had some articles and some updates this week, which was pretty good, really bad. That's where you'll find our SPICED system. Go check it out. Well, you'll find some of it. You'll find some information, not a lot. There are things. Other than that, we get to announce that we are on a new podcast. We're on a podcast called Baylor's Bastards, done by the B&B Tavern, and it contains the guys from the Cognitive Merchant and Thea and Grebo. Nailed it. It's ridiculously funny and just so stupid. It's just out of this world.
Come on along and meet Gromor Stoatfeet. And the lovely
Hi,
Ducky.
I'm Ducky.
That's the one.
So yeah, we get to meet those guys. So keep an eye out for that, and that'll be coming up soon. Also, check out the White Vault, where I am voice acting the documentarian, and that comes out in October. But all the promo stuff goes out live today. So start following that, and it's amazing. It's probably the best script I've read in a very, very long time. Other than that, other projects that we can't announce yet, I can't announce yet. Other than that, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, other than thanking Kevin MacLeod for the music from Incompetech.com,
Thank
that
you.
shit's rad and free. So
Thanks.
go check it out, all the links below. Also, we have World of Kiostos on Sunday morning, 2:30. Check that out. And that's going to be. I'm very much looking forward to that because we're in a very good place right now. And Lord of the Rings Tuesday. Yay! In theory.
Nailed it.
Yay, unless anyone has anything they would like to shout into the void.
If you'd asked the fly.
Oh yes, we need to specially thank the flies coming in from the garden. Thank you very much.
Pissing
You
on
are
the
Particular one.
Really annoying.
you are fucking annoying
And the
little
millipede.
bastards.
And
Yes,
the
we're
millipede eating the donuts.
we're keeping an eye out for you. So other than that, I guess it's time at the bar, bitches, and we'll catch you another time. See ya.
Jazz hands.
Sure.